5/14, 2024, high off the glass. I want to say good afternoon to all these people out here watching us. We got an in-studio guest today, my man, William King.
Yeah.
I don't have no sound effects, so we just going to go. But today, we pretty much doing a mashup with, for the Learn Something podcast with Damon Hill here on High Off the Glass. Give a big shout out to my man, OThaGreat. He's not here with us again this week. Was recently on vacation. I know you had a great time, you and the fam. I hope you did enjoying that great weather. Once again, we'll see that man shortly. But we're supposed to have another in-studio guest. This is my man, Mr. King, here for all the people out here watching us on IG.
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me, but we're going to talk about a few different subjects today because, you know, it's on the Learn Something podcast with Damon Hill, we're not bound to any one particular subject. So we can pretty much go in any direction per se. With some of the events that's been going on lately, it's interesting. You got an interesting perspective, like I was telling you before. First thing we want to speak on today, we're going to talk about what happened yesterday with your boy Donnie Trump getting busted, taking those shots supposedly. I mean, no, we're not laughing at yeah, I am laughing at it.
No,
I don't
no,
care,
no,
but I ain't laughing at nobody's despair. But it just nothing seems real about it. I mean, that's not me sticking to any kind of political party or nothing like that. I mean, I would love to get your take on something. Like I say, you have a much different perspective than the average person because you were a former military, and you know how certain protocols and how certain things are supposed to go, or you've seen them firsthand.
Right.
As a matter of fact, you know, just to give people a little background on yourself, you know, as far as you know, just tell people about yourself per se.
Well, all right. Well.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I was a rude host.
Yeah, man, you rude, man. Look, I was born here in St. Louis, Missouri, on the north side, Baden area. Grew up in Baden area. 17, got out of my mama's house because I couldn't take no more. Went to the military for a number of years. Also did ROTC where I was blessed enough. Somebody's, I believe, at the door though.
No, I ain't nobody at the door.
No, somebody popped their head up out the door. Okay. There you go, right there. I was doing. Excuse me. I was blessed enough to have gone to the military. I did a little time at in Kuwait, and I was blessed enough to make it there and back. So somebody had to pay for my college, so Uncle Sam was able to go in and out and do great things afterwards. It looked like we got.
Oh, we finally got our other
triple OG in the house.
We got our other co-host here with us finally.
Yeah.
You said 2 o'clock.
What time you think it is?
It's 2 o'clock. I was here at 2.
Okay. Sit your ass down here. Rodney Michael has joined us again
How you doing, man?
today, y'all.
Good seeing you, man.
Been a long time no see. That's my cousin once again. We technically having a Baden reunion right now. Rodney Michael, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I'm currently not able to find my lighter.
Oh.
And I feel real stupid right now.
Oh, that's so sorry.
Am I live?
Yeah, I think you official like a shirt and a whistle. I think you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, you can go ahead and continue though. He was speaking about his past military experience.
So, yeah, I did. Yeah, that's what I
The hood wasn't enough.
no, man. The hood wasn't dangerous enough. Hell, the military wasn't dangerous enough. Hell, now it's to the point now. You remember, it was a time where Baden used to be a nice area, man.
Oh yeah, I know that.
When we were coming up, Baden was a decent area. Now,
White folks live.
man, I'm terrified to go to my mama's house. Now, I'm like, I don't know which is the best. I used to stay off of Goodfellas. It might be the safest of the streets to get there now.
Man.
So,
So mom still live over there?
man, my mama ain't going nowhere, man.
I hear you.
She's still there. So,
Dang.
but no, all in all, I My experience when it comes to what happened yesterday, I'm not going to, by any form of imagination, make y'all try to believe that I'm American Sniper or nobody. But I look, the presidential, just the security, they go miles out.
Right.
Just the perimeter is miles away. And if you lift your hand the wrong way,
They own you.
you gonna get something that they gonna learn you a lesson.
Yeah, I don't want to interrupt you, man. I hate to.
Come on.
But I remember when Ronald Reagan came to Matthew Dickey.
Yeah.
Bro,
Old ass.
they
80,
had
80.
this is back in the 80s.
80.
Well, he was 80 then, but
I'm saying back in 1980. I'm with
yes, they had the Secret Service on top of the building. They had one lane going in, one lane going out, all the way down there, all the way down that bridge to.
Before we go any further, I don't mean to cut you off again. I'm sorry. I just saw a video earlier today where this guy was saying that they told the Secret Service that the guy was on the roof. They saw him. They saw him climb the building, and they told the Secret Service. They were like, dude, they pointing at him, and the Secret Service didn't do nothing or didn't even say anything.
Wow.
First of all, before we go any further, also,
Let's go.
a big fuck you to him because he told me yesterday while I was out with the Curly Vegan, shout out to my woman, we was out trying to find a parking space at the City Foundry so we can go play some miniature golf. I'm on the phone with him, doing a little pre-production. Trump just got shot. That's what he told me. That's what he said. Did you hear it? Trump got shot. So I'm like, that sounds kind of strange. You think that place would have been buzzing.
That would have been right,
Bro.
So he was like, matter of fact, he said, I'm finna go home. I don't trust these white people out here.
Bro.
He immediately turned into a black man from like 1867.
Because they about to shoot everybody.
I'm going home.
He get out the street.
I imagine he had his hat folded up when he was talking. But no, seriously, I understood what he was coming from though, because when you think about the grand scheme of things and how his supporters are, they will
God.
upon command.
MAGA.
They act.
Yeah.
And they just changed it to mad.
But I still that's actually what we were speaking on at first. I don't believe none of that at all.
I don't either.
It just
because I know that's what you was
reminded me
getting
of
at.
Good.
Because he was giving it.
Terrible
he was
version.
speaking about it. For anyone who's just listening or joining in or ride, he was speaking about it from a military man's perspective, which is what the normal person doesn't understand. That's why I wanted him to give his perspective.
Yeah.
That perimeter is set up for miles.
For miles.
Let me tell you, you gotta be American fucking sniper. You gotta bend the. You gotta be.
Who's the dude that killed John F. Kennedy? What's his name?
The movie Wanted, where they bent the bullet.
Oh yeah.
You gotta bend the bullet to get to hit him from the back and
graze the ear.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on for anybody. He has worked in the Pentagon.
Yes.
On a daily basis.
So he knows.
He has seen Secret Service in action up close.
Get caught slipping if you want to.
That'll be your last
Remember
mistake.
that lady was busting the U-turn and got killed?
Listen.
That was your
in
last
front of the
mistake.
White House.
And again, I say, mess around and find out. They ain't
Your last
at
mistake.
the Pentagon.
Fuck around.
They
wouldn't.
wouldn't. They wouldn't.
He gonna scale a building in the middle of nowhere, and they ain't
And
see
the
him.
first
Bro.
video that was shown was the Secret Service member or the quote unquote sniper on the building behind the president shooting.
Right.
Shooting looked like a 50 cal or some shit. So what I'm saying is, you didn't see him from
Right.
that. And I'm telling y'all right now, I don't claim to be the smartest man. I've done pretty well for myself. But if I hear a gunshot, I'm moving. Nobody in the crowd. There was nobody.
Does Trump have everybody that mesmerized?
Nobody in the crowd.
I'm sorry. I'm the greatest. I'm cool. You're a loser.
This what I want.
That's dope, baby. That's dope.
This what I want anybody listening or y'all two to do. Close your eyes for a second and think of any Tom and Jerry episode where you've seen somebody get hit with a bullet or anything, you can thump my ear right now, and I'll be like, God damn, you hit me with a bullet from long distance, and I don't do none of that.
Listen,
so now Trump, now his believers gonna believe he really is Jesus Christ.
He really is the Christ.
All I must say
he has
is,
survived
not
an
to sound crass,
assassination
but
attempt.
I can see them saying, well, Martin Luther King, he took a headshot and he died.
Listen,
Trump, look at him.
Oh my God!
I'm gonna go one further. Ric Flair,
Oh my
the
God.
greatest of all time, said that they used to lay down on the ground doing wrestling matches and take a nick and cut their forehead.
Hey, he did go down.
So what I'm saying is,
I wouldn't be
if you look
surprised.
at when it was said to have been initially, his hand kind of paused up and then it went up. My thing is, like I said,
There's that razor blade.
so when they took him down to the ground and you come back, if you got shot in the ear, like I said,
Look how Holyfield jumped around when Tyson bit his ear.
Let's go one further.
And that man
let's say it was true.
is in tip-top shape.
Damon, let's say it was. Let me play devil's advocate. It was true and it happened. Like I said, the secret. Remember when Ronald Reagan got shot?
Yeah.
In the 80s.
Yeah.
The Secret Service rushed him
right
off
there.
so quickly. They didn't do that. And my thing is, if there was a threat, okay, they don't let the president get up there and whip and nay. You don't get to be doing this. You don't get to do that when you just got shot.
You just got shot.
They gonna run you out.
Mr. President, get your ass in this car. Quit playing, because you gonna get me shot.
It's like 6 of them. They got him.
Come on, man.
You don't have legs
Let
at
me
that
tell
point.
y'all something. I was born at night. I was born at 11:45 at night. I wasn't born last night at motherfucking 45. So come on now, 45. Do me better than this. Like I said, I'm saying, fuck y'all. He got shot. He got shot by a sniper from. He had to been. If they were in Philly, the sniper was in Pittsburgh. I'm gonna go that far. But y'all ain't gonna tell me that the Secret Service, after a former president, a potential re-elected president, or however you want to call it, president, gets shot on the campaign trail, you gonna let him stand up and say, fight. That right there, I guarantee is the campaign slogan for 2024.
What's the boy from the 1968 Olympics?
John Carlos.
Yeah, he did. He
He did it,
like,
and you never saw that nigga again.
You let him do. They let him do this.
They let him do it, John Carlos.
Like what?
Wow.
You never
Come on,
heard
man.
from him. You never heard from John Carlos ever again. This is going to be the new campaign slogan for 2020.
That's going to be on T-shirts.
You better believe it.
You're right. That is gonna be a T-shirt. Everybody, this is gonna be the new MAGA
Speaking of
slogan.
T-shirts, that's a nice shirt you got on. What that shirt say? Tell us about that.
Getting back to, summing up what Bill said. So yes, I agreed. I came to the conclusion after all the facts came out that this was just MAGA's attempt to raise up the publicity for Trump and to win him the election.
Oh yeah.
Because ultimately, anybody who survives an assassination attempt, you're gonna probably vote for.
Because he tough.
Because he's tough.
He said
this is our president. He survived somebody trying to kill him.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it's a ploy for MAGA. But anyway, this shirt, yeah, man, I participated in the Missouri State Show Me State games, and I won gold. And I can't play basketball no more because my knees won't let me.
Trying to tell you.
I had to retire, man. I want to talk to your boy Trig too.
Trig, you know Trig gonna get that back. He gonna want that back.
Yeah.
He gonna want that back.
I know. I'm gonna let Trig know. I'm like, man, I'm retired, man. These knees don't work no more.
He gonna want that. He gonna try you. This the time to get you now.
So yeah, I won. I took gold in 3-point contest.
Okay.
And I took gold in free throw contest. I took silver in the tennis. So that's what I do now. I just play tennis and I shoot. That's about it. That's what this shirt is.
Carrying on the family tradition.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's cool.
You
man.
know,
like I said,
2 golds and a silver, baby.
2 golds in the silver. Love that. Love to see
so
that.
leave
Love
now
to see that.
because you
go out on top.
Go out on top.
Yeah.
Leave out now. Don't try to go back. But I'm gonna reclaim my
Go out
title.
on top.
Don't do it. Just
Shout out to
this time.
Trig, man. One of the best hoopers I've met
Yes,
in
sir.
St. Louis. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Straight up. Yeah, that's true. Trig always been a great hooper.
Look, I'm talking about come off.
Always been a great dude too, though.
Good,
Yeah.
Better,
Straight.
better person.
Anybody who know Theodore Trig Tyson,
Absolutely.
they know exactly
Absolutely.
what we talking about.
Know exactly what we talking
Better
about.
one
person
good
than
brother
Hooper,
right there,
but like
straight
I
up.
said, all in
That's
all,
something to learn today.
absolutely.
No, but I like to see that though, especially about you remaining active. I mean, as you know, as far as you know me personally, so you already know some of the knee issues that I done had. But I've always took a joy out of coaching and teaching anyway.
Right.
But just being around the game and still being able to be around the game, which leads me actually to another subject that I wanted to speak on today, which was the AAU Nationals. You know, shout out to my boy Dante Anthony and his son Deontay Anthony. Big shout out to Deontay Anthony. If anybody wants to see him in person, he runs for Hazelwood Central, and he just came back from AAU Nationals in the 400. Anybody know anything about track?
Yeah.
The 400 meters is a dead sprint around the track.
Around a lap.
Now they had 24 heats.
Damn.
You know how big AAU Nationals is.
24.
Because it's already big in basketball. I saw it in basketball up close. Now you can imagine what it's like in track.
24 heats. That's
24
8
heats
people.
is a
That's 8
lot
people
of
in the
people.
lane.
Now,
So that's
out of
one
Even
one
if you-
heat,
24
8
heats.
people.
Eight
And in
kids,
the
8
400,
kids
you
per
never
lane.
get disqualified.
So basically, we talking,
You never jump in the
Basically, we
400.
talking about the top 250 kids.
Right.
Now,
Dang.
in the nation.
he won his heat. They took the top 2 times from each heat, though.
Okay.
That's who made the semis. And then he ended up finishing 9th in the nation.
Dang.
And you know, the top 8 get on the podium. That man is in the top 10 in the country.
How old is he?
He going into his senior year.
Oh, he's
That man is
so
in
he
the
can
top
see it.
10.
This year,
That's only time he
That
can
man
get.
is in the top 10 in the country.
So
in the
he was
400.
best in the state of Missouri then, by far.
He didn't win state though. He didn't win
No,
state
I'm
this
saying-
year. But
who won state?
I
Who
don't
won
know.
state this year?
I forgot who they said won state.
No, I'm saying out of the state of Missouri in AAU, was he the best out of the state?
gotta be.
Because I'm
Gotta
thinking
be.
Yeah,
it's
top
50 states.
Right, and you know, top
52.
8.
Alaska.
He's, I know he definitely
So
the
my
best
thing
in
is
the
he
state.
had to have been the best out of the state.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Sheesh.
They got a first year team. They got a first year team, right?
Okay.
Dude told me they was fighting for first place,
Dang.
and they came in like 11th.
Wow.
First year squad
Wow.
in AAU Nationals, and they came in. They coach is dynamite. Everywhere they coach go, I forgot he told me his name, but everywhere he go, they go to state. Like he just like turn the program around or build the program up.
He's at Hazelwood East.
That's where he run for Hazelwood Central.
Central. Okay.
Deontay Anthony is his name. On
that's right.
YouTube,
Remember that.
on his YouTube channel is I Am Him.
I am him.
I mean, he got this one race. I forgot where they was racing at. He walked somebody down, man. It was so beautiful. Man, the
love the
whole
400, man.
team came and scooped him up and carried him off the
What
track.
They call the 400 it is the race that you can be strong as a sprinter and a distance runner.
Yep.
So that's they say that's the most equal race
Yeah.
that you'll find. You can be you can run the mile and still, but you have to be a strong 400 runner.
Oh yeah.
You
And
just-
you
definitely.
can run the 100
definitely.
still.
You have to.
when you see him, if you ain't made your mind up by the last 200 meters, it's a done deal.
It's a day. You getting caught.
You're gonna get caught somewhere.
You're gonna get caught
It
within
may
the
be the
last
last
200.
5 meters or something, but
last
you're gonna
200.
get caught. You
Yeah.
better make your move before then and get out there because he's gonna walk you down.
The 400.
good.
And I want to tell this story too because you remember this. This was our freshman year in high school. Me and my cousin, we both 1989.
Yeah.
So we had a track meet at Sodan. And this is before I even knew you was on the track team. And so, of Cardinal Ritter up there, and Lloyd Brown, because we almost got into a fight about this. But it's on that last 100. And I was like, dang, Sodan is catching our boy. I was like, who's this dude from Sodan? And all of a sudden, I see, and it was Damon. So I started cheering for Sodan. I was like, go, Damon, go. And Lloyd, who's on our team, he's like, what you doing? I was like, hey, man, that's my cousin.
That's my cousin.
That's
like I said, I got a certain amount of loyalty.
Right. I know I'm for my teammates, but that's my cousin.
Right.
So maybe you understand, maybe you don't.
I had the same shit happen to me. I had the same shit happen to me in reverse. Old Cardinal Ritter, Walnut Park.
Walnut Park.
Yeah,
So
up on
Sodan
Thekla.
was playing Walnut Park. Now, naturally, as you know, we were poor, so wasn't no going across town to no game.
Oh, no.
So the Lee bus went straight to Cardinal Ritter.
The Lee River.
So when I got to the game,
Lee River 41 Lee.
41.
You know.
Thank you.
Yeah, 41.
I get to the game, Sodan is deep because it's we playing Cardinal Ritter.
Right.
I know a lot of people at Cardinal Ritter. Namely, my cousin is on the team. I'm sitting on Cardinal Ritter's side. They all looking at me with the screw face. Like, which we get to school tomorrow. I'm like, same thing. This is my cousin. And I know half of the school.
Right.
I got 7 cousins that go here.
Get going right now.
We right down.
But, shout out to Sodan and Cardinal Ritter.
Yeah.
For real.
Both of those schools still in the Lou, in the
Absolutely.
city, and
Absolutely.
still active. So,
Absolutely.
yeah. So I had to tell that story. Yeah, I'm blood thicker than Cardinal Ritter. I'm going to say that like that.
Right.
Blood
Shout out
thicker
to
than Cardinal Ritter.
Lloyd Anthony Brown.
Yeah, Lloyd Brown,
I just seen
my
Lloyd
classmate.
A few weeks ago, too.
For straight,
Yeah,
we
we had,
putting together our 35th anniversary, so I'm going to see him pretty soon.
Yeah, anybody from Sodan that's know anything about our 35th anniversary, please hit me up and let me know something at redblackandvegan.com or the roadtrippingvegans.com. I'm sorry, the Road Tripping Vegans on Instagram or YouTube. Or roadtrippingvegans at yahoo.com. That's what I tried to say.
That's cool.
But,
Hey, do you know, and real quick, do you know what's Ray's name that stayed down the street in 86 Partridge? What's his last name? Ray. Remember Ray?
8600 Partridge?
Yeah, he went to WashU, got kicked out for fighting. Come on, what's Ray's last name?
Ray?
He was in the thing. He used to hang out with me, you, Elijah, all of us.
Ray?
Yeah.
And
Raymond.
Ray Lewis.
No, wait a minute. You talking about Ray?
I don't think we called him Ray. I think we called him Ray. He used to hoop with us. He used to come with us everywhere. He used to be with all of us, man.
Daniel. Ray.
I think that's him.
Yeah, I've been knowing Daniel since 3rd grade. That's my guy.
Yeah. Did he go to Sodan?
Nah.
Where did he go?
I think he went to Pattonville.
That is right. He was in the county. You're right. He was in the county schools. We used to tease him about that. So he had to get up early. Like 5:30 a.m. catch the bus.
As you know, my bus stop was right across the street from the crib. So
Yeah.
I got to see all of the Lone Ranger and a few minutes of the second episode.
Yeah, I was just shouting out everybody in class 89. So, Ray, what up, bro?
Oh, yeah. Big shout out to class.
Yeah, Ray
89.
got kicked out of WashU
Whatever
for
school
fighting.
you went to.
He beat the snot out of somebody.
We didn't go to school in the 90s like somebody here at this table.
I made 51 last couple weeks.
That's what's up,
Yeah,
baby.
big shout out.
Yeah.
Big shout out.
Now I'm looking at it. I say, well, look, folks now, young folk, I didn't realize here till recently. I swear for Jesus and for my white folks, I didn't realize that I'm an OG. Until one day, young guys, on the court, the last of the days, because I only give you one game. Even
that's
in my
OG thing.
Right. I give you one game, good, bad, or different. But he was like, oh, that was nice, OG. And I said, OG?
That's you.
That's
you.
This is the guy that didn't know he was old.
That's you, bro. OG.
But then I said, you know what? I lived long. I lived where you at.
That's right.
You ain't never lived.
That's right. You ain't lived.
never been this.
Hey, when they call me OG, I say, hey, I'm the goal. You want to be this age, so don't knock it.
What they
don't
say,
knock it.
Keep living, you'll get here. Because I mean, and generational. I'm flipping the subject. Shout out to the new generation because I'm terrified of y'all.
I don't know if we want to shout them out though.
I'm shouting them out because you in my prayers. Because I mean, they're. We used to go across damn Jennings Station Road, and we was 10 and 2.
Bro,
wasn't nothing that playing around stuff. And now I'm talking about,
bro.
I'm scared. Look, I ride a motorcycle, And from you can do whatever you want on Highway 70 from downtown to St. Anne.
St. Anne.
Don't fuck around in St. Anne though. They'll chase you to Kansas
They
City.
waiting for you.
But them the only ones. So and I'm telling y'all, just
95, 90, they 100.
100.
It was somebody got killed in a speeding in an accident last night after the Cardinal game.
18-year-old, right down on 9th and 9th Street downtown.
It was
right
leaving the
about-
game, man.
Leaving
on
the
40
game.
on 40 and
Yeah,
I
right-
think it
right
was
before
14th.
Right, it was 9th.
It was 9th.
Street,
Okay,
yeah.
so you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I live downtown. So yeah,
God
I
dang.
mean it's
Young guy.
It's absolutely 18 years old. So I'm saying, I'm prayerful that there
Yeah,
will
we
be
gonna pray
some
for
kind
that.
of.
We gonna pray for what is it? Gen Z.
I don't know which ones they are. They
Wild motherfuckers.
look wild.
There you
I'm
go,
talking
Gen
about
wild
it. And,
motherfuckers.
But actually,
I've got some gens.
OG is cool, but whenever I get that comment, which is rarely, because y'all see me, I have these young looks. But I just tell
I hate this Negro,
got
man.
that-
Cause you got.
Don't get me started.
I'm
don't
like,
get me
how this
started, man.
this dude
Y'all know I'll
53
do it.
still got all his
I was
hair.
the first Chico
I
beat.
don't think I sent that video to him.
You know I'm the first Chico
Did I
beat.
send you that? Did I send you that video?
Which one?
The faded to the front.
Yeah, you see.
Look, man,
Shout out to all you
don't
bald
think I
Big
won't
middle
do-
finger, bro.
Don't think I won't do the fade to the front.
I'm still
You
doing
an
it for
O.
all the bald dudes.
You an O.
Point blank.
Yeah, so
Like, man.
he want to keep telling us that he ain't using that midnight cocoa bean up in his head.
He
man.
putting
We
tea-
know some of them roots.
Yeah,
we
he
see
putting
them.
tea tree oil in.
Yeah, he doing something. But no, man, I wanted to shout them out because I mean we still have to give them guidance or
yeah.
words of affirmation.
Oh,
we have to be the ones. I can tell
Oh,
you
that's
what
all
you
the
do,
time.
We
but
got to.
after that, I can't make you.
That's part of the reason that I started the Learn Something podcast, because it's about sharing sharing information. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what you're speaking about right now. As far as when you interact with the younger generation. Only thing I was gonna say, like I say, when they say if they call you old, just say I'm classic. I'm not old. It's a big difference between an old car and a classic car.
Classic.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You always be viewed as classic, not
Absolutely.
old. I'm not.
See, my
you
license
can be
plate,
old all you want to.
My license plate say historical. It's
it
a
is.
classic.
Nigga, that's old.
I like classical
it's
though.
It's a classic.
I'm always
You
be classic,
figure like
you know what I'm
this.
saying? Then when you classic, think about it in terms of like a one-hit wonder.
Absolutely.
But you may be a one-hit wonder, but nigga, I can play this song and get paid for it
Forever.
forever.
Man, I was listening
Return
to
of the Mac.
I was listening to Rob Bass the other day.
I hate that fucking song.
Rob had a couple.
But they
discuss
still-
this damn
he had,
song.
Wait a minute, he had
Rob
a
had a
couple.
couple.
I'm so tired of the fucking Return of the Mac.
All I'm gonna say is he
Mark
had one
Morrison.
song. He had one song, but let me tell you right now.
Where was you returning from? It was your first song.
Listen, all I'm
Hey,
what?
hey, that song is lit, man.
No, it's not.
It's
Turn of the
generational,
Back,
baby.
That
Yeah.
song is horrible.
It's
not-
that song is in my top
It's
5 worst
legendary.
songs.
It's
That
legendary.
That song is.
Damon.
I'm gonna tell you
Damon,
another
that
horrible
song-
ass song. The Power of Love by Luther Vandross. I don't want to hear that shit
and
either. I'm sitting at the concert. I'm like, he better not
Classic,
sing that
baby.
motherfucker. He better not sing. And then here he comes singing that shit.
classic.
1937.
Oh yeah, it's the gangster. Shit.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying, dog, that right there, that song has passed generations.
Generations. Yeah.
Dog.
Come
Straight
on,
from the
Make
come
that- you
on,
might not
coach.
like it, but Damon, it's certain something. That's a one-hit wonder.
I'd rather hear "Call Me a Mac" by Usher. The 14-year-old kid singing that bullshit.
all
I didn't
I'm
like
s-
that shit when
all
it
I'm
was out.
saying is,
There it is.
you still. Okay, well, give me a one-hit wonder that past generations that you could hear now.
Yeah.
Give me one. Just
Come on,
one.
that generation.
shit.
That your grandson was like, oh, dear granddad, I like
Yeah,
this song.
I like
Wild Thing is generational.
He had more than one song. This Tone Loc.
Yeah, Tone Loc had a hit.
Tone
Come on,
Loc
Tone
had
Loc
a
had.
Funky Cold Medina ain't on the level of Wild Thing.
Yes,
Wild
it is.
Thing.
Come on, that whole album was nice.
Wild Thing is popular amongst blacks and whites, Latinos, everybody, old people, young
Return
people.
of the Mac get played at
Stop
Jewish.
bringing that song up! Goddamn! Fuck! Can we talk about that?
we can
you
look
don't know
at
how
the
much
hit-
I hate that
we
song.
can look at the-
Why
we
did
can
you
look at-
type in?
You might as well have
We
a
can
trio of fat
let me look
Latin
at the
bitches
streams.
naked. I don't want to see that.
We can look at
neither.
the streams, cousin, to see how many streams
for
that
what song?
Mark Morrison had.
Why are we talking
versus
about that
Wild Thing
again?
versus
Damn.
Wild Thing.
Look, man.
Wow.
That is a
Golly.
because we talked about.
That's like
one hit, you can
Ice
put one-
Ice Baby.
Nah,
Ice
come on,
Baby,
man.
right? Ice
That's
Ice
horrible too.
Bro, Ice Baby, he still had more.
He had more what? He can't come in
Come
here
on,
and do
Bill.
it.
No, he didn't. Ice Ice Baby.
Okay, if they tell me he had to do a concert, but you can't do Ice Ice Baby, what are you gonna do?
You're right.
He's just gonna be standing there.
Look,
Crickets.
Call Jim Carrey from The Living Color.
It's gonna be crickets sometime.
Because that was a crossover. That was during the crossover time. Return of the Mac was in our time. Of black, it was R&B.
I did not. I'm wait till I tell my big bro Raph. Shout out to my big bro that you don't like that song.
Oh, he like that shit too.
Man, Raph will get out of chair and on the dance floor on that song.
He probably got
and
his
he
shirt
don't dance.
Unbuttoned to hear his
All you gotta say is Return of the Mac.
Wow.
Raph got there like this.
God,
Okay, let's get away from it because we
okay.
we go.
that's
I got to stick to the script because see, this is my first. I've been trying to get on the cast for quite a time.
We learning something today. We learning about this mobile ass song that y'all like.
Hey,
I hate to see y'all
I'm
at
gonna
a
be like my man
discotheque.
who was setting up in here. I'm gonna have my shirt off next time. This ain't gonna be what you want to see. So I tell y'all better let me up in this joint.
To further along, get further along to today's topics and shit. One thing that we had said that we was going to discuss was Jason Tatum's contract.
Yeah.
And how you were giving me a good point. Go ahead and
Right, I mentioned to you yesterday because I didn't know this. In the NBA, I don't know if it's the NBA, it may be in all sports, but I know specifically certain athletes in the NBA, if you don't have residency in that city, you get hit with what they call the jock tax. And they started with Michael Jordan. Really? Because Michael Jordan, his residence was in North Carolina. Right. So when he got his huge contract in Chicago, it's like, boom, we taxing you. I think it was like $2.6 million. Michael Jordan's like, fuck that. And so he bought his crib in Chicago. In Olympia.
Yeah.
And it's to get away from that jock tax. So we know, shout out to Jason Tatum, the best hooper from the Lou in the NBA with the huge contract. And he has residency here. Boston about to hit him with, I think it's like 23.5
off that 300
million.
Some change.
Yeah. And Cuz is like, oh yeah, he can pay that. What you think? I'm like, fuck.
No, I'm gonna get me a loft in downtown damn Boston.
I don't care how much money I got.
I'm say it would be an Airbnb
with my name.
With my name.
Address.
But no,
I'm not paying $23.5 million,
no,
whatever it is.
It's already gonna hit you. The tax is already gonna hit you.
And then you gotta hit another. This is an extra tax.
That to me is that's a silly tax. To me, that's kind of like to me what bothers me. I used to work in Illinois and I lived in St. Louis.
Oh yeah, so you know.
You know,
because I get hit with that too.
That's a silly tax. Look, you hit me for Fed, you hit me for state. Now you gonna double state tax.
Double state tax because I'm living in another one and working in another state.
That's wrong as two boys fucking. And we do know that that's wrong. Right?
Yes, we do. That is wrong. That's wrong.
We do know that that's wrong.
We're not going to even speak on that, but let me give y'all the voice of reason. Once again,
let us know. I want to hear this reasoning.
We cannot look at this through the lens of thousandaires. I understand about wanting to save money, but none of us have hundreds of millions in the bank.
I get that.
That's money that, don't get me wrong, everybody gonna miss something.
I love it.
But when you already have guaranteed $500 million already in your coffers,
right?
you could tell me all day, you gonna take 23? All right, I'm gonna make that back some other kind of way. It's fine, it's no problem.
Let me interject just one more.
I got that.
Do you know how billionaires stay billionaires?
Same thing he said. I understand that. I understand that.
You don't give money
you
away.
You don't get, especially I don't care any million.
Like I said, if you look at the African American Smithsonian in Washington D.C., one of the most every black person, as far as I'm concerned, should visit.
Right.
Oprah Winfrey gave $10 million on December 31st. When do you think that bitch got it back?
The next year.
Right.
So all I'm saying is this is not the same. These are people who, the way that you stay rich is you don't just give money to.
Especially not in the millions. Come on, coach.
You gonna have Tatum voting for 45. You know?
I understand.
You don't.
Okay.
I don't care what amount it is. If it's in the millions,
If I already know going in when I sign this that's gonna happen.
When you talking millionaires,
Remember the
we
rookie
talking-
contract and the extension. Ain't no money been spent from that.
no,
You only been spending emos with Nike money.
I agree.
Well,
now,
so
he got
his
already
money-
had
now-
300
now-
plus. Now you
he
just
got more than
gave-
one. He got like 2
You got all kinds
So
of
what I'm
Gatorade
saying-
money.
For St. Louis.
Like you said, he does not.
It's
he
emos,
does, I love the fact that he
emos
is
is
in
the
a
main
pos-
one,
he's
but,
in a
you know.
position where he does not have to spend his money. But I'm gonna ask you this: there how many players on each team in the NBA? What is it? 12?
15.
15 players times the 32. I guarantee he's in the 1 percentile who has to not spend his money. I guarantee it. So don't get me wrong. I think that he's in a better position than most.
Right.
But we talking about how you keep to be.
No. We was only talking about this isolated case. Now we weren't talking about.
Okay. In his case,
Everyone.
In his case, he might be okay with. But
That's
my
all
thing
I'm saying. When you
but my
already
thing is,
done
how many times you gonna be
300
okay?
plus,
Okay, so what
you
if they
give
come
me
up with
another
another
300? That means I already got.
So if there's
600.
That's a bigger point.
If there's another tax, you gonna be okay with that one? How many
How many
times
taxes?
you gonna be okay
Well,
with?
when is it?
With,
when is
with,
it not
with
okay?
millions coming out?
Yeah.
How many times?
When is it not okay?
Let's already chop that 300 million damn near in half
When is it not okay?
from the beginning.
What does it have?
Again,
How much does it have to
Again,
be
let's,
for it to
Damon,
not to
let's
be
chop
cake?
that 330 in half. So right now we already starting to race off at 165, 165, right? 165 because the good uncle, my uncle, he get that. So let's get away from it. Like I said, we get caught up in the lust of it all.
What I mean is, when you're dealing in big business like that, they're going to find a way, some kind of way for him to recoup that money back.
I can't argue that.
Some kind of way
Now,
they
that's-
knowing.
I think you should have
Okay, when
started it with
when
that.
you sign it like that, hey man, you telling your agent, hey, man, I got to get that back
gotta
some
get that
kind
back.
of way.
Now, I would hope that that's
signing,
happening.
but
I agree.
Hey man, you got to do
You
something.
gotta do something for me to get
some
that
kind
back.
of way.
Every state-
This
now you
don't
gotta
happen.
remember,
Hey,
every state-
Now
I
I
gotta
agree.
get this.
Now I agree with that. But don't just tell me it's okay to give.
That's what you just said. You just said. He did
You just
well,
said
so
he did
gonna
well,
be
so
all right.
he's not going to
No.
trip.
I be
No,
inebriated sometimes.
there you
Then
go.
my
Don't
mind
just say
works
it's
a lot of
okay
different
to
ways,
give
and,
somebody
but then
a couple of $1 million.
also it'd be all good,
That's
man.
never
But,
okay.
No, what we got going?
yeah, I don't know. What that might be. But when it all boils down to it, Jason gonna be okay.
Oh
And-
yeah.
Right.
And just that also, flows right into our next subject, which is the omission of the second best player on the Boston Celtics. Like I tried to tell
The
somebody.
second best player,
The
second best
player.
defender.
Yes.
Second best player.
And and to me, I'm gonna say this, and I know that you won't.
I mean, it is some politics
Y'all
going
might not
on. We
wanna
know
hear
that.
this.
We
Y'all
know
might
it's
not wanna hear
politics
this.
going on.
But when he got 20 or more, that's when you were damn near guaranteed to win. Jason done had 30. I'm not taking from Jason. But I'm saying, when you think about what a player adds to a team, his value he should be getting that 300. And,
Oh, anybody
15
said
million.
Three and
he
five.
don't deserve that?
3 and 5.
He was absolutely snubbed. But if you want to go further, I think Kyrie Irving got snubbed.
No. We keeping this about Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown because somebody sitting very close to you, not across from you, seems to think number 7 is better than number 0.
I don't think that he's not better. I don't think he's not better.
So
I
he's
think
not-
that Tatum is better. You correct.
I think that Tatum
Much better.
I don't know if Tatum is much better than.
no, he thinks Jaylen Brown is much better than Jason Tatum.
No, I don't. Not me.
Oh,
No, I don't. That's Omar.
about that
I've always been Jason Tatum.
mistaken.
I think
I get
I
high.
think that he's better, but my thing is when you say better, what do we say? Are we talking the three main
also, are you
steps?
one of these people
I'm not.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
You see me looking like, wait a minute, what you
okay,
saying,
I'm
Bill?
asking you. Are we talking about
So
the
wait a
four-
minute, hold on before we
the
go.
four major
Wait
categories?
a minute. before we go further, let's make sure we all know what we're discussing. So, since we're here in St. Louis, you're going to let all of St. Louis know how much Jaylen Brown is better than St. Louis's own Jason Tatum.
I don't think that he's better.
Go ahead.
I don't think that he's better, but I think that that Jason Tatum needs him in order to win championships.
No one said he didn't.
So I'm saying better or worse. I don't think that he is better, but I don't think that he's worse than him. I don't think that.
You think they even?
I think that they are even.
Oh,
I think
it's not close.
It's not close.
Jason Tatum is a better scorer. Okay.
Everything.
No.
Shooter.
He's a better distributor.
He's a distributor.
If he's not a better distributor, excuse me.
Okay, but you know what? I stand corrected. I think that
the offense would be running through Jaylen Brown.
Okay.
I would say
that's why in the finals, when Mazzulla made that adjustment, he put the ball in Jason's hands. Because Jason
not in Drew, not in Drew, not in Dirk White, not in Jaylen Brown. Think about Tatum's.
The game when Jason had 12 assists, he had 9 in the first half.
Okay.
9.
Okay. I'm not
and was there any game where Jaylen Brown had 9 assists?
Well, I'm just okay. How about this?
Out of the 16 they won.
No, I'm gonna say this. I think that
somebody been first team All NBA 5 times. First team.
Steve Nash won 2 damn MVP.
No.
Tell me about first team over. I want to hear that shit. That right there that's politics. If
you know what it means, somebody say 5 times. 5 times. 5 times.
I'm gonna ask you again. Are there politics in
basketball? Oh yeah, there's definitely politics.
So
I want to get the point you was about to make before he said
Jaylen Brown is a shooting guard. Jason Tatum is a small forward.
Okay.
We're not going to put Mr. James in the conversation. Is there a small forward better than Jason Tatum in the game? No.
Yeah, we'll answer that for you.
What small forward is better than Jason Tatum?
Small forward. Give me a list of small forwards.
Paul George. You got
Paul George.
Kevin Durant.
No, you can go any forward. Period.
Yeah, 3 and 4.
Better than Jason Tatum.
Yeah, 3 and 4. I would say 3 and 4. It's not Jackson, the dude from Memphis. What's his name?
Jared Jackson.
Jared Jackson, not him.
It ain't no forward in the league better than Jason Tatum. Only one on his level is Giannis, and yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you ain't no elite superstar, how you on Jason level?
Well, is Jason Tatum a
top 5?
Yes, he's a superstar.
Consistent
man.
top 5.
Yeah.
So you could take.
You don't see people saying it's a better
Brown.
It's a better small forward better than Jason Tatum, but you see people putting Anthony Edwards on Jaylen Brown's level.
Okay.
And Anthony Edwards ain't did shit in the league.
I think
but be the number one pick.
Well, I will clarify myself.
Is Anthony Edwards better than Jaylen Brown, or is he even on his level for real?
Of Jaylen Brown, I think they're comparable players.
Whoa.
Oh,
You really disrespecting Jaylen Brown.
No, I'm not disrespecting.
What I'm saying is this. What I mean is this in Jaylen Brown's defense. Jaylen Brown been doing this for a long time.
Well, I mean, Anthony.
Not just 2 years.
Okay.
Jaylen Brown been on this level for like 8 years.
8 years, yeah.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. He just don't get the respect.
What
now,
about,
honestly, 8 years is more because I think he's in his 9th year. I would say 7 years Jaylen Brown been on this level.
I think
Anthony Edwards been on this level for 2 years, and you're gonna try to put him on Jaylen Brown level for real? That's the media.
Okay, well I'm gonna ask you this: would you? I mean, I'm taking.
Spider?
No.
Is Spider? Cause I'm talking about shooting guards.
I'm talking about players that are
shooting guards
that you need.
That these are people that they put on Jaylen Brown level. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
They try to say Spider is better than him.
I'm gonna go back. I'll come back to it, but I'm going back to when you say better than or worse than. I don't think, like I said, I don't think that Jaylen Brown is better than Jason Tatum.
I know he ain't.
I don't think that he's better, but I will say this: he is what you can be great and not win.
That's true.
So I think that he is needed for Jason Tatum to be a champion.
Nobody said he's not.
We're
just comparing the two players.
When we talking better, what if he has a better game? So you could say, well, he's better on this day. I mean, we can individual day.
Well, I'll say this.
I got league pass. I've been having it for years.
I got it too.
I'll say this.
And you know damn well whenever it's a Celtics game on, I'm watching.
Look at last year's results. They did the game 7. Tatum got hurt.
He got hurt when?
It was game 7.
Oh, no, he got hurt when?
Game 7 in the first quarter.
No, not in the first quarter.
It was the first. Was it first play?
Say it again for the
First
people
play.
in the back.
Yeah,
First
first
play
play.
of the game, you get hurt.
Okay.
So right then,
Jaylen
what
Brown
you're trying to say is what I've already said.
Should have stepped up and carried that team.
Thank you. Well,
the
first of all,
finals.
Jason was supposed to step up. Unless your ankle's damn near broke, since you be on that Kobe shit, you're supposed to play. But like I said, same thing you saying.
Yeah.
That was Jaylen Brown's moment to be like, you know what? I'm the shit.
I'm going to carry us to this thing. I'm going to carry us to the.
But what
the
happened?
All I'ma say
And
is-
they
Not only
lost
did we,
to
not only,
weak-ass
no.
Miami.
Jaylen
Not only did
Brown-
we lose,
Jaylen Brown-
we got blown out at the
home.
crib. Game 7.
Jaylen
If
Brown.
you on Jason level,
Do it.
I'm letting them hang.
He even said that. He was like, you know what? Last year I let the team down. These Jaylen Brown's words.
Okay.
I let us down.
This playoffs, consistently, Jaylen Brown was the most consistent player on the team.
Whoa,
Tatum wasn't
how?
consistent.
Yes.
How?
He averaged a
I'm
double-double.
talking about throughout the whole
He almost averaged a triple-double
He
for
led the
16
team in
games.
points, rebounds, and
Just
assists.
because you lead the team, and, you know those games, those numbers.
Damn,
they could be
come on,
misleading,
man.
I'm not. See what y'all trying to do is
Drew even said
No.
it. Drew Holiday even said it. They interviewed Drew Holiday after game,
Consistent.
thinking 4 or 5,
Okay, well, I'm
and he
just
said
so
we can only
was it
do
a
this because of
political
Jason.
reason that I'm just
Yeah,
asking. No,
because Jason
was it a
Jason Tatum still gets
I'm asking you
nationally
this:
gets
was
disrespected.
it a political reason for Jaylen Brown to win the MVP?
I think it was,
Tatum-
yes.
Jason Tatum continues to get disrespected nationally.
It's definitely political.
You got to be fucking. This man can't get on the Olympic team over Derek White, and you talking about political? The man walked in the. He missed a
I'm saying in the media.
It is political.
Chris
If he
Broussard.
wasn't allowed on the team,
I asked
Chris
you.
Broussard
You're
said
not
this.
answering the question.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Jaylen Brown is not politically.
I'm telling you, Jason Tatum still gets disrespected. I'm looking at first things first. Chris Broussard and Nick Wright both said Embiid, Joker, and Luka clearly are the top 3 in the league.
what?
How is Luka Doncic in the top 3?
Oh my gosh.
Clearly. With no defense whatsoever.
He said Joker? Wow.
He said these 3 are clearly better than everybody else. And we just saw what happened with Doncic in the 7-game series. You were actually who they focused on. And you in the top 3?
Yeah.
Ain't no way. That's what I mean by Jason getting disrespected. He still gets disrespected like that, where it's actually people who have debates about Jaylen Brown is on Jason Tatum level when it's not even
Tatum
close.
is more disrespected than Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
Yes.
You must.
This
Because
dude
he
ain't
should have
even
got
won
the MVP. He should have got the MVP.
Oh,
He should have been MVP this year.
in what the league? MVP?
Yeah. When you were the best player on the best team,
On the best team.
I'm not discounting that. I think that he's.
that's how you think Charles Barkley got the MVP. They had the best record.
But that doesn't always mean.
They gave him the MVP over Michael Jordan.
I'm saying to you,
Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
He got it.
Karl Malone won 2.
2 of them.
Okay.
With Jordan in the league.
I'm asking you
Because they
this.
was the
I'm
best
asking you
team.
this. The second Steve Nash damn MVP over Shaquille O'Neal.
The first one, both of them. No.
so my
He
thing-
got one over. I just
what
sent him
I'm
this.
saying
He
is-
got one over Shaq, and then he got one over LeBron.
So
And he had horrible years.
so
but that's
what
the
I'm-
media
so
who
but-
wanted
but
him
what
to
I'm
win.
saying-
Wanted to win.
The media wanted because if you try to say, well, he won over Shaq because they had a better record. Shaq
that's
had,
what you going. That's
no,
what
that's,
you
that's
saying.
what, no, that's what the media is saying.
That's
That's
the
what
media
you.
says.
No,
Shaq-
you just said, but the
But what
best
I'm-
player on the best
I'm saying
team.
that's the
what you
narrative that
just
they
said.
try to say throughout the years.
And here it goes.
But this year, best player on the best team, did he get it? No.
No.
I don't think
That
you
same
always
year we
get-
talking
I don't
about
think
with
you always
Steve
get-
Nash and Shaq.
George said the same
By the
thing.
way, I'm sorry. On this day in NBA history, July 14, what year was that?
2004.
2004. Steve Nash went to Phoenix, and Shaq
went to
Miami.
went to Miami.
Went to Miami.
Now, I'm glad we're having this discussion because Steve Nash and Phoenix ended up with the best record.
Right.
Shaq ended up with the taking Miami all the way to the finals.
Right.
But they had a better. I think they were like number 2 in the East, or either number 1.
Nah, I don't even think they.
Because I looked it up. They were number 1 in the East. But they had.
I think
think they-
Detroit was.
Yeah, that's right. They were number 2
I don't
to
think
Detroit.
Detroit was.
They were number 2 to Detroit.
Right.
But Shaq had better numbers, but they give the MVP to Steve Nash.
Okay.
Then the following year,
where did Jason Tatum finish in the MVP?
like
this year?
fifth or sixth.
Yeah, he was
Joe- I mean,
on the
Luka
He
top.
only had
Luka
like
was number two.
two first place votes.
Luka was number 2. So would Joel Embiid have been? Because Joel
I think
Embiid,
Joel
Jason
was in
Tatum.
there. That was the
I'm
top.
asking
It
you,
was
before
Joker,
Joel Embiid got hurt, Joel Embiid was motherfucking.
and he was still. They still had him in the top 3.
And all that, yeah, he was doing that.
That wasn't even supposed to
He was doing that. He was doing that while what was Jason doing?
Jason
Averaging 27
Yeah.
on a team that was lapping everybody. So what looks better?
Right.
But I think
I'm just saying, in your eyes,
I'm gonna say this,
what looks better?
What looks better is Philly damn near was in the play in without Joe.
I ain't talking about without him though.
No, I'm
when
saying
he's there,
when
he's there doing what he's doing,
You
compared
see
to
it.
what
You see
Jason
it.
doing what he's doing.
alongside.
What looks better to you?
They get the best team. The best record. They get number 1 seed. That should have been MVP.
Think about it. If you're gonna,
You're the best
if
player.
If people's argument is, well, Embiid was scoring 30 plus, and they was like second behind Boston, but Boston had them by 10, 12 games, right? But he's scoring 20. But Jason's scoring 27.
Right.
Last year, Jason was scoring 30, and we still was number 1.
Well, you don't want to really talk about that. that didn't really work.
All I'm saying is,
didn't
what I mean is this as well. This is another reason and I said this last week, which proves why this man is the best. Ever since the first game of his second year, second year, what happened? Gordon Hayward breaks his shit.
Yeah.
Who has been the lead dog in Boston since then?
Tatum.
And where we been going?
Every
Went home
finals.
twice early because of injuries. We went home in the second round, and we got swept
Don't make
in the first
excuses.
round.
Just say y'all went home.
Other
Don't
than that-
say
That's fine.
because
That's fine.
every
We went
team
home.
has injuries.
We went
by
home
the
twice.
time.
Yeah,
We went home twice
every
early.
injuries don't happen.
Every other time, what has it been? Conference finals or finals.
Okay.
When he is the man. But when your boy, number 7, when it was his
Brown.
turn to be the man and
he-
save
but
us,
He
L.
wasn't number.
It's a
number,
L.
number
We can-
seven. Number 7.
we can go back to- we can go back to that-
Number 0. Y'all don't get to them finals and all the rest of that without number 7. Don't make it seem
we
like
can
number
just go.
7.
We can just go back to that year.
Michael
we can
Jordan
just go
had
back to that
Scottie
year.
every time he won.
Who saved us in the round before then? Game 7 against Philly and Joel Embiid, who had 50.
It was Tatum.
0.
It was Tatum.
Okay.
But you're right though. You
Don't get me wrong.
can't. You can't win with.
You can't.
You need both of them.
You need both of
Jaylen
them.
Brown.
You need both of them.
You talk, because Jaylen Brown without Jason Tatum is at best he might be a B minus. With Tatum, he's a minus.
Mr. Jackson can attest to this, and I love this dude. Jaylen Brown is Klay Thompson. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
You think that's not? You think that's an insult?
No, that's not
It's
an
not an
insult.
insult.
It's not an
But
insult.
Klay-
Jaylen Brown.
It's not an insult
Jaylen
at
Brown.
all.
Jaylen Brown is Scottie Pippen.
You need
Guess
another
what?
star.
Jay-
Without
you
Scott-
need,
without
you
Scottie
need the
Pippen, it is
superstar.
MJ
What I mean is
What he
this.
is the star
What I
needs
mean
the
is this.
superstar. That's all.
Now,
The
what
star
commercial-
needs the
making it seem- you
superstar.
making
What
it seem
commercials
like-
did we see Klay on? Klay had Kaiser Permanente.
What commercial did you see Scottie Pippen on in
And
the
he
90s
had
and 2000s?
what's the chocolate milk?
Yeah, he had milk and
Yeah.
he had Kaiser Permanente.
In the 90s, I'm gonna ask you
No,
again.
no, I'm
I'm just
no,
asking
this-
you.
this-
Answer my
times are
question.
different now.
I'm asking you a
Oh,
question.
Scotty didn't have no. He didn't
My
have so
point
many
exactly.
endorsements at
And
all.
without Scotty, how many you think Jordan
Look
would
how,
have?
but look how many
you gonna answer
endorsements
my
Steph
question?
got.
Do you?
Look
you
how
gonna answer-
many Steph got, and look how many Klay got. And Klay was right there doing just the same amount of shit.
Are you serious? Klay was doing
Klay
this.
is. I just showed him. Klay is top 5 all time in threes. Just like
and
your
who
boy.
is number 1?
Steph. And their
By
numbers are the
far.
same.
By
No,
far.
no. They're not the
You
same.
gotta remember. Like I told you. No. Like I told you. Klay missed 2 years.
What is that you
Klay missed
smoking
2
at?
years.
Klay
missed 2 years.
Curry missed a year too.
Klay missed
Remember,
2.
he broke his
so
hand.
And
And
his
he
numbers
was-
are virtually the same. If you put his numbers, if you put his averages and you slide them in those 2 years, it's just the same as Steph's.
Klay, you had.
Steph don't have him outshot by like no thousands of shots.
Yes, he do. It's
Now he
1,300.
does because he missed 2 years.
But Steph missed a year too.
Right.
Steph, so you got to just say 1 year. So that's 200.
He's
about
top
250
5
threes.
all time.
That's really good. I mean,
Also,
Clay is a great shooter.
when you take out Reggie Miller, and I think it was
Ray Allen.
Take out Reggie Miller and Ray Allen. Take out Reggie because he saw the fucking names. Take them two out. It was Harden and it was Lillard, right?
Harden, Lillard, and Curry.
Outside of Reggie Miller,
them the top 5,
and Ray Allen, Steph Curry shot with the greatest shooter ever.
I'm gonna ask you this: how do you become?
And that didn't help him.
Damon, I'm gonna ask you a question.
I mean, it did.
Damon, let me ask you a
It
question.
helped him
Damon,
tremendously.
let me ask you a question.
Yes, it did.
Without Steph putting so much motherfucking pressure on with the three.
On the rest of the defense.
Do you think Clay
gets all those open shots, right?
Thank you.
Exactly.
Yes.
Just like Jason putting all that pressure on the defense is opening up for
Jaylen Brown.
Okay.
That's a good point.
That's what we were
That's
saying.
excellent.
But
That's what's making
that's
him look
right.
just as good.
But I'm not saying
You're not creating that. You're getting that off his creation.
Even with Clay put up 26 in a quarter.
Clay was known for not even
37.
dribbling.
37 in a quarter.
37
Clay
in
was
a
known
quarter.
for
It's still a record.
In a quarter.
Off 11 dribbles.
So all I'm saying
Catch
is,
and shoot.
look,
Jalen, you're getting drives off
to put
what?
that.
But when
hey,
Steph
getting
Curry had
drives off
13
the-
assists in that game, though.
Jalen, you're getting drives off
My
Jason
point-
opening up the defense.
I'm not discounting that.
Drew
but
Holiday on the game that he shined.
He still
Who had 7 assists
they
to him?
still need each
Jason
other.
Tatum.
They still need each other.
I'm not saying they don't.
Yeah,
but
you saying
7,
that he's
you
so
cannot. You
My
really
thing is
can't
the only
operate without
person
zero.
That,
Right,
the person that
You
okay
had your
in the
chance
in the
in game
finals.
7.
He's definitely agent zero.
Just because you missed on one, Jordan is. Are we gonna discount that Jordan is the greatest player of all time?
He's not.
He's not.
Okay.
It's LeBron.
think
that's
just
another
surpassed
discussion.
Kareem.
I think
That's
huh?
another.
Kareem was the GOAT until LeBron's passed.
That's another discussion.
I'm gonna say. Okay, I won't discount because I think that
you
LeBron,
can be a Jordan guy in this space.
I'm not necessarily a Jordan guy because I believe that LeBron is a better all-around player, but scorer, and there are certain intangibles that I would want from a Jordan as opposed to a LeBron, and that doesn't discount the fact that LeBron is a junkyard dog. But
I'll accept that.
I think that there are certain intangibles.
But I will add to that. When you have the greatest player, quote unquote, and the greatest assistant, and the greatest coach, you should win.
I don't know if that's the greatest coach.
Phil Jackson is the greatest.
I think Phil Jackson is the greatest coach because he was surrounded by the greatest of talent.
He said the greatest assistant takes winners.
Yeah,
The designer of the
still the
triangle.
greatest.
No, he said greatest
You have the top three
He said
right
the
there.
greatest assistant. That's takes winners.
Has LeBron had the greatest assistant? Has he ever had the greatest coach?
At the time, D Wade was pretty good.
I don't think D Wade was better than Kobe at the time because they both were in the league at the same time.
Kobe at the time was getting.
He was the lead,
but he was getting blood circulated through his veins. I mean, what the fuck?
D Wade was good, but I don't think he was the greatest.
D Wade was the reason why Miami won that championship. He had the greatest.
No. It was Shaq, man.
Are you saying?
They was triple teaming Shaq.
Are you saying D Wade is on Kobe level?
I'm saying that D Wade had the greatest finals run in the history.
D Wade even said on this.
That's cool, but are you saying D Wade is on Kobe's level? Let's get to the bottom of this shit.
He even
now.
said,
Man,
"You sent me the
got
video."
a Mamba shirt on,
Coach.
Wait a minute. He is like a fan. Wait a minute. Whoa, he got some shit to explain.
But Coach,
he's been Laker Nation for a long time.
You sent me the video of his Hall of Fame induction, D Wade, and he said, "I wouldn't have won that first championship if it wasn't for Shaq." These are words of his mouth.
Now,
I mean, but
are you saying D Wade is better than Kobe?
You see, what is he getting? I'm not gonna say that. Why don't you go?
He's like, leave it alone. I'm not saying that.
You kept bringing up that goddamn song. No, you wanted to bring up the damn song. So now we gonna talk about this shit. I told you drop the motherfucking song. Mark Morrison. That's a motherfucking top. He was on Soul Train Awards and all that shit.
I'm not gonna let you have. I'm not gonna let you have that. But
I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it.
You see, my thing is
That is a Mamba shirt. I just
it
realized.
It is. I mean, pound for pound, my favorite player of all time
Is Kobe?
Yeah, pound for pound, because like I said, he wasn't your number two. He wasn't a lottery pick. And
look at your favorite player of all time.
who was your favorite player of all time?
Steph Curry. Of all time.
Why?
Why?
I'm just-
Well, he changed the game.
He did.
Yeah,
He
all
did.
in 3 aspects. He changed the
yeah,
game
yes,
for
y'all
defense,
gonna laugh at me,
and
man.
he played, and he changed the game
He changed
as far
what?
for defenses. Because if you're shooting threes, you got to know where that motherfucker is at all the time.
Technically, Dirk changed the game.
For defense? No.
7 feet, and motherfucker shooting.
You don't
threes.
even smoke.
You pulling motherfucker.
I mean, I got liquor in here, but damn.
You pulling the
It's
you
not
pulling the defender.
It's not Dirk.
Dirk.
It's not Dirk.
Dirk, when you
Dirk Diggler?
I'm not saying that he was the greatest shooter, but I'm
We
saying
talking about porn.
I'm saying if you think about it, just
Wait,
hear me.
Nowitzki changed the game.
I can't let you finish that, Bill. It's not Dirk.
Hear me out.
Oh yeah, I gotta hear this.
Wow.
I heard his reasoning. You said Dirk.
I'm not saying that
Nowitzki.
Dirk was a better player by no form of the imagination than Steph. Steph, what I do like is Steph made it where the average person feels like they can the average size.
Average?
What average size? NBA. What is NBA known for being? A tall
person,
game.
yeah.
Get
So-
to Dirk Nowitzki.
I know.
I'm trying
to hear this shit. We running out of
I'm
time.
telling you now, when I say change the game, you got 7-footers who are shooting 3 points.
No, you don't. You only had Dirk.
He started it. You think Joel Embiid, the Joker? You got guys who
Sam
now.
They
Perkins.
let them motherfuckers shoot the three.
Sam Perkins was around before Dirk.
Oh, Embiid is shooting like 25%.
Dirk.
Sam Perkins was shooting
You
threes before
said
Dirk.
Giannis. Giannis is shooting maybe 18%.
Derek
from three.
Coleman was shooting threes. It was stretch forwards before Dirk.
Yeah.
But
So
nobody-
he didn't. They
nobody
didn't change the
respected
name.
them. You had to respect Dirk.
What?
Derek Coleman was an all-star.
Name a big man now that's shooting threes. They aren't there. That is really that you was like.
Oh, no,
okay,
they all.
I
Everybody
need
shoot
to-
threes.
I need
Everybody
to guard. I need to
Everybody
guard.
shoot-
When you say,
everybody
okay,
shoot threes now.
I need. To,
Everybody.
when you would say, I need to guard him. at
When
the
I
three.
seen
Everybody.
Not everybody.
fake Travis Kelce shooting threes. What's it, Vucevic?
Vucevic, yeah.
Hey,
He shoot threes.
Hey, but
bro.
them
No,
names,
that's
you calling
Valanciunas.
names where
Which one? Both of them shoot.
Valanciunas.
All of them shoot
both
threes.
of them
Those nine.
shoot. Valanciunas and
Valanciunas.
Vucevic.
That's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying, but both of them, you'll be like, oh man, fuck that. You can shoot.
Oh
that.
no, they
You
hit
can
that
have
shit.
No, they
hit
not.
that
They
shit. You're not saying
18%.
fuck that. You're not saying fuck that.
What's 18%?
It's not like they just pulling them all game long.
It's 18%. You gonna let us shoot that?
No.
We could go look at the stats right now and see how many threes them motherfuckers have made.
I'm glad you
I
brought
think
that up
Steph
though,
made
because
it.
that's something
Less
we
than
touched
20.
On. That's something that we touched on last week in regards to Zach Edey. And I don't know if y'all saw his debut. I was saying last week, as far as when you take out the top centers in the league, I don't see anybody who's going to be giving him any problems. Now,
yeah.
and because some of these guys are, they
I
on their
agree.
way out.
Right.
I mean,
that debut that we
are
saw,
there any top centers in the league?
that's a harbinger of
I
things to
mean,
come. It's about 6 strong ones.
Who?
You
Joel
got
Embiid.
Joker,
Joker, Joel Embiid,
you got
Andre Drummond.
Andre Drummond. Yeah.
Wait, I said that as a joke.
No,
Are you
Andre
serious?
Drummond's still nice.
Come on now.
Bro,
Andre Drummond averaged
he's
like
a liability on offense.
Andre Drummond averaged like 9 minutes a game and was getting 8 rebounds a game. Now,
That's not good.
if he's starting, that means your boards are sewn up. He got the boards on lock everywhere he
There
go.
are 5 good
Everywhere Drummond goes,
I agree.
he
There are-
had the boards
Andre
on
Drummond
lock.
is not one of
And
those
he's one of the
5.
best offensive rebounders. The numbers bear it out. I'm just telling you. That's why he went to Philly. Because he know he going to be getting clocked.
Yeah, bro. Vucevic is a good one. Valanciunas is a good one.
Anthony Davis.
Anthony
As
Davis.
a center?
Yeah,
He plays
that's what he
center.
plays. Joker
Jared Allen.
and Embiid. Jared Allen.
Jared Allen's the center.
He plays center because they don't have. Well, no.
Is he?
Jared Allen's
Yeah,
the
he
center.
does play center.
Capella.
Who's the other guy?
Oh, yeah,
no,
Jared Allen.
don't.
Jared
You don't
Allen.
like Capella?
Capella's not a good center.
Why not?
Hell no.
What can he do? What do you have to worry about?
All he do is roll and dunk, right?
What do you have to worry about with Clint Capella?
Rolling and dunking.
That's
and
not
getting-
that's not a worry.
Clint Capella has been getting double-doubles for damn near 5 years straight.
I'm gonna have to look into that. But
Clint Capella will
because
get
I mean,
you-
if
he
you
will get you 10 boards
if you're a
a game.
valuable center,
Are you considering those?
if you're a valuable center, you can go
Yeah,
to
yeah.
the
I
mean,
playoffs.
there's
How
only
many
really-
times has he led a
there's only
team to the
two real-
playoffs?
No. He's
Real.
not. He's not. You're thinking that
A valuable center is gonna
lead in the
The
playoffs.
keyword. You're saying lead.
Hey, let me hit that.
Outside of Joker and Embiid, on the guy that we just named, ain't nobody leading their team.
Top 5, yeah, the ones we mentioned. Those
Outside
top
of
5
Joker
centers.
and Embiid, which one of these centers lead their team?
well, not lead, but
That's
they
what
have
I'm
a
saying.
stronghold in helping their
you
team
making
get
the
to the
point.
playoffs.
No.
Jared Allen helps the Indiana
He
was
doesn't lead
Indiana
Cle-
lost when Jared Allen got hurt in the playoffs.
Jared
this
Allen
this
plays
week.
for Cleveland,
right?
but
And
he
they
doesn't lead
and they
them.
lost
He
because
doesn't
he got
lead
hurt.
them.
But he was valuable. He's a good
I'm not
center that
saying-
was valuable.
That's all I'm
he was
saying.
blocking
That's
shots,
what
he
I'm
was
saying
giving
about
rebounds.
Clint
I'm
Capella.
saying there
Clint
are
Capella
not
is
five
valuable.
good
Not in the
He
centers.
playoffs.
doesn't lead them.
Damon,
There's
you
no
making
one
the
in the
point
playoffs.
for me. There
He
are
led
not
no one in the
five
playoffs.
good centers.
Zubac for the Clippers.
He's
Zubac.
not. Zubac is good systematic player. He is not. When he was
That's
with
what
the
I
Lakers,
mean. As far as
he
it's
was-
not going to be any.
Zubac,
It's not going to be any of these centers that's going to be giving
Reebok.
Edie problems.
No, I
That's
agree
what
with
I'm
that.
saying.
Edie will be really good because Edie has.
Edie will be
decent
an
foot-
all-star.
He'll. that's a
I
stretch.
know that's a
That's
stretch.
I mean,
He's not gonna be all star
that's a stretch.
this first year.
Okay.
He's gonna be
He'll make all rookie team.
Take Joker out the equation. Take Joker out the equation,
not a
right?
center
No,
league.
listen to what I'm telling you. Take Joker out the equation. You know how old Embiid is, and Embiid stay hurt. Valanciunas, Vucevic, all them on their way out.
Yeah.
Who gonna be getting these MVP these All-Star spots?
Oh, I agree with you, but not this first year.
I ain't saying this first year.
Yeah,
The-
Edie
All
is
I'm
going to be
saying-
valuable.
all I'm
the
saying
kid from
is,
San Antonio
in the
is gonna get
future-
his spot.
Oh yeah, and Wemby also.
Wemby gonna get-
Wemby ain't no center.
Child, please.
Wemby ain't.
7'4".
Wemby's not a center.
Who's playing center at that position?
Wemby's not a
Who's-
center.
who's playing
He
center?
get, don't get me wrong. He gets
Who's playing
blocked.
center at that in San Antonio?
Wemby's a come on, man. Wemby's a small
Answer
forward
the
shooting guard.
question.
Don't get me
Who
wrong.
is-
He plays. He gets in the middle on defense. He floats a lot.
Who plays
He actually
center
floats a
in
lot.
San Antonio?
So yeah, what is their stop? What does their starting five look like? If we just look at the paper,
Yeah,
is it
I would-
going to
we have to bring
say
up their
3
roster
guards
right
and
now.
2 Fs,
We had to bring up their roster.
or is it going to say?
But Wemby's
the
not.
regular
Wemby's
2 guards,
not
2
classified as a center though.
I think he is a center because he plays too much in the on defense in the
I'm
post.
telling you. I'm
He
not.
blocking
I
shot. He
don't
led
just
with
say
blocks.
stuff out of conjecture.
He led in blocks. He led the
That's
league in
fine.
blocks.
He's supposed to. That's
A
why he
center,
got.
that's what centers do.
Between these 3, Wemby, Gobert, Derek White. Who are you most afraid of on defense in order?
Gobert.
Yeah,
In order,
yeah,
1,
yeah.
2, 3.
Gobert,
Wemby.
White, and Wemby.
Who?
Gobert
White. You said
and
what?
Wemby.
You scared to Gobert on defense
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
in a one-on-one situation.
Yes.
You seen him on the island.
Well, it depends on he's on the
Right.
island.
It don't matter.
If it's Kyrie,
Allen in a-
It
against
don't
a
matter.
Kyrie, yeah, but everybody else.
Gobert is good at help defense. One-on-one defense, Gobert is garbage.
Gobert gets you blocks and rebounds.
Yes, blocks and
As a
rebounds.
7-footer,
Yes.
that's what I need you to
Is
get.
so
And
you
he
think,
clogging
so,
up the lane.
So do you think
You are not
Gobert
coming in there.
Gobert should have won Defensive Player of the Year over Wemby?
Yes.
How?
Yes.
And you just said yourself,
That's
Wemby
tough.
led the
That's
league in
tough.
blocks.
That's tough.
He led in blocks because he did a lot
Double-digit
of,
rebounds.
I think that because look at
The
how
numbers
far the
say
team,
when he was on the
look
court,
at
they
how
had the
far
top
the team
defense in
has
the
went.
league.
Look at how far the teams went.
You think that was because of Gobert in Minnesota?
Yes. Wow. Wasn't just because he was
Gobert
he was defense.
Half the league even say they don't even scared him. They don't even respect him.
They are saying that because he's
The
French.
media gave him that.
He's saying
They
it
only
because
saying
he's
it
French
because
and
you
because
think-
he
wait a
gave
minute, hold
on.
he gave everybody
So, wait a
COVID.
minute, hold on.
So they still
looking
mad
at
that.
how this league play how this year played out. You think Gobert had a better defensive year than Derek White?
Yes,
Wow.
I'm gonna have to say that.
I would have.
Wow.
said
1.5 steals, 1.2 blocks.
I'm gonna have to say that.
1.2 blocks as a combo guard. 1.2 blocks.
And look how many did Gobert
5 games straight
A lot-
with
a lot
3
of-
blocks
a lot
or
of
more
those-
as a
lot of
guard.
Those blocks came off
5 games
like I
straight.
said, You like to.
It don't matter where they come from.
So
Those
it matters
are- that's
when it's
good
a center.
it's
You
good
said
defense.
Gobert helps people and gets no David. You just said
You
it.
played college
You
basketball.
just said it.
You played college basketball.
What he did
and you didn't
was
even
very
play
impressive.
big time college basketball.
Everything he did was very impressive.
Not
Derek
very,
White, Derek
extremely.
White. Especially for a guard, it's hard to do for him to do that. There's no guard that I know of other than Jeffrey who has done what Derek White did this year as far as blocks and the defense.
Derek White should have been Defensive Player of the Year.
But Gobert,
if not,
Gobert
if not, it
rightfully
should have
so.
been Wemby.
Gobert rightfully so.
The only reason you could give it to it should have
They
been
do
either
have- they
Derek
do
White
have-
or
they do have him
Wemby
listed
because
as
Derek
the
White.
same name.
I don't care.
They got Wemby listed
I
as the same.
watch.
They got Wemby listed
I
as-
watch and I study the Celtics. Derek White had a better defensive year than Drew Holiday, and I'm telling you, it wasn't close. Derek White was our best defensive. I watch every game. You know this. I watch every Celtics game and have for the last 5
The
years.
kid from
Well, I'm gonna say
the
this
kid from
then.
OKC, he was good.
Derek
defensive.
White was the best
I'm
defensive
gonna
player.
say this, man.
Because think about it. We had a
Derek
top
White
we had a
also
top
played
5
with
defense.
Marcus Smart.
Marcus Smart wasn't there this year.
Right, and Drew Holiday was in his place, and they won a championship.
So what I'm saying, Damon,
Derek White clowned like that last year.
Damon, I'm going
Right,
back.
but he had Marcus Smart on the side.
Damon,
So
I'm going
Okay.
back. Charles,
And when you take Marcus Smart away,
and put in Drew Holiday.
Hey,
So
they
you
they
can't
both
say,
was, they
I
both
think
was
it
all NBA
I would
defense.
like-
right,
Hold
right.
on, music.
And I
But
think-
one of them should have been defense player of the year.
you
My
were,
bad, go ahead.
You were wrong. It was Charles Bassey was the back. I mean, was the center. Was listed as a center alongside of Victor Yapmion Wambambamba.
Oh, Bassey. You sure? How many games Bassey played?
My point exactly. He was the center.
Right. Wembley was the center.
Wambamba was the center. You wanting to say somebody else? My point exactly. Charles Bassey. You know how
when
many
you pull up-
games
when
he
you
played?
pull up the
As
roster-
many as I played.
When you pull up the roster,
I'm looking at
what
it.
does it say next to Wemby's name? What letter?
C. C.
Okay,
It's a center.
fine. He's listed as a center.
Okay.
I
a
can be
center.
wrong.
I'm
I
telling
don't have a problem with this.
That's what this button says.
But that's why I'm saying he had a better year than Gobert. Because the numbers bear out.
I think
when
that he
Wemby was on the floor, they had the top ranked defense.
I think Wemby.
When he's off the floor, their defense went straight to the
solid,
bottom.
But I think.
But-
when
And just like it's a video it's a couple of years old of all these players in the league, offensive players. Drew Holiday, best defensive player in the league. It's like Durant, Dame, Steph. All these players pop up on this video saying Drew Holiday is the best defensive player in the league.
Okay.
But now, Derek White. Trust me. Derek White had a better year than Drew Holiday.
Damon, I'm gonna tell you something that you said years ago. When you're the best defensive player on your team, that means that you're not a very good offensive. Those were your.
Oh, I was wrong.
You.
I'm gonna tell you.
These are your.
I'ma
I'm
tell
telling
you how
you,
I-
I've been knowing
I'ma
you
tell you
long.
another
You
reason-
are my longest living friend.
Another reason how I
All
judge
I'm gonna say is
defensive
these
players.
are your words, my friend.
Great defensive players, they get blocks with their offhand.
Okay.
You don't get blocks with your strong hand.
Derek White, Derek
When
White had a
you're
good. He had a
as
good.
you know, when you're a great defense, when you're going up for your jumper,
And you do it
your
with the
offhand.
left hand, offhand. Yeah.
Defensive players, they get most of their steals and they blocks with their offhand. That's how you can school. That's how you can tell you're better defensive players.
So getting back to our original topic, you think Derek White, and we discussed this, Derek White should have been on the Olympic team over Jaylen Brown.
And
Oh
Kyrie.
no, I don't think that.
How about over Kyrie?
Nah, that's Kyrie.
So you think
Irving.
Jaylen Brown
Okay.
should be
Kyrie
on?
Irving.
You think
I'm just
Jaylen Brown
saying.
should be on there over Derek White?
Jaylen Brown or Kyrie Irving should be on the Olympic team?
Over Derek White?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's Kyrie Irving. Point blank. There is no guard on earth that lives in Europe or any other country that's gonna check that man one-on-one. You give a fuck where you come, who he is.
So we
That's
all
Kyrie
in
Irving.
Well, how about this? I think we are finally in agreement that Derek White should not have been over.
I don't have a problem with it because he's worthy. He's a worthy player. But you talking about Kyrie Irving. This is one of the greatest ever. Yeah. Literally. This man's resume is unmatched.
De'Aaron Fox on that?
No.
He should have been over De'Aaron Fox.
Yes.
Derek White.
Oh,
Yeah.
Derek White
I mean,
was-
don't get me wrong. I see where you at. I see
Over
exactly
there.
where you at.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
It's
have
making me
any.
itch.
I wouldn't have
Something.
any. I wouldn't have no problem with De'Aaron Fox. None. I've been wanting De'Aaron
They,
Fox. for
they,
years.
this is-
but they
I'm
don't.
talking- I'm
They
trying to
don't
go
need
with the
offense.
No.
They need the defense is what they
Well,
need.
you better hush your mouth. That's De'Aaron Fox.
De'Aaron
They don't
De'Aaron
need.
Fox is
Have you
cold.
seen the other 11 players? They don't need offense.
De'Aaron Fox is gonna give you everything.
He gives you everything.
Everything.
But
Tyrese
but he doesn't give you as much defense as you would with Derek White.
Is Tyrese Maxey on?
I wouldn't have a
No.
problem with Maxey or De'Aaron Fox.
You don't need Maxey. You don't need De'Aaron. You don't need that offense because offense is what they're mostly known for.
What I'm saying is
You don't need
their
that.
defense is underrated because their
Because
offense
the
is so good.
Right, but that's what they're known for, their offense. So you don't need them for
Well, he's known
that
for
offense.
defense.
He got good D. That's what we saying.
But he's not better than Derek White.
Okay, that's
Thank you.
fine.
That's what they need.
That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't
they
have
need
a problem with it, though,
defense.
but
They don't
De'Aaron-
need offense.
De'Aaron Fox is still cold though.
That's why I don't have
defensively.
I don't have a problem
If
with.
De'Aaron Fox would have made this team, De'Aaron Fox would automatically skyrocket to probably the top 5 in MVP. Because that's how cold
Yeah,
I think he would
I
get
agree with that.
defensively.
I agree with that.
Because he already nice.
But they don't need that offense. They need defense, which is why they probably picked Derek White over Jaylen Brown.
No, they picked that because Jaylen Brown went off on Nike. Point blank.
Because Jaylen Brown marched with black people for George Floyd.
Because Jaylen Brown wants to build Black Wall Street in Boston. Because Jaylen Brown is not a dumb nigga. Because Jaylen Brown won't shut up and dribble. Yeah. Because Jaylen Brown is the fucking man. He's just not better than Jason Tatum.
Now I agree with that. That's probably the more of a political answer.
Yeah, you know what they say.
But
come on, man.
You can say Derek White is going to play some defense.
For the league.
You can say Derek White is going to play some defense.
Derek White is absolutely going to play defense.
Derek White the man.
Right. He's going to play some defense, and that's what's going to help you win gold.
I mean,
because you got enough offensive players.
Tell me this though.
Yeah, you got Anthony Edwards. You got
what's the
Steph.
What's the
legal?
You
got Kevin Durant.
Let me,
oh my gosh, them three right there are going to get you 80.
What's the legal voting age?
Legal voting
it's
age
18.
18 years old.
What number?
18. 18.
What number?
What age?
18.
What are we doing with this?
Yeah, what?
You talking about
18.
Bronny James or some shit?
No, just how many championships is that?
Oh.
Shout out to the Lake Show. Yeah, we told y'all it's gonna be a hard year for Laker fans. Anytime we come in y'all presence.
I'm gonna tell you the hardest thing for a Laker fan right now.
1, 2, 3,
since
4,
we talking
5,
about
6,
Jason
7,
Tatum,
8, 9, 10,
I'm asking.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Hold up a second. The hardest thing for a Laker fan, I swear, again, one of my favorite sayings. I swear for Jesus and for my white folks. I'm gonna say this: we had opportunity to draft Jason Tatum. But we took fucking LaMelo, fucking Lonzo.
That's
Ball.
right, Lonzo Ball.
Lonzo Ball.
Shit.
Lonzo Ball, nice.
Hey, he's not bad. Come on, he's not Jason Tatum nice. He's not Jason Tatum nice.
Child, please. You know what?
He's not Jason Tatum nice.
Crack in that.
You say that, Jackie.
It's not Jason Tatum nice.
Lonzo Ball, nice.
He's not Jason Tatum nice.
Lonzo Ball's nice.
Nice at what?
You loved him? Make it past.
No, he's back now. We talked about this last week. He's healthy.
What?
He's 100%
nice
healthy
at what?
He's a great point guard, dog. He's a nice point guard.
So he's a top 10 guard.
Point guard?
Yeah. I think without,
when he's healthy, he's
wait
a top
to
10
see.
point
We have to
guard.
wait. I'm gonna wait to see this year.
When he's healthy, he's a top 10 point guard.
He's supposed to be back. I think
because
I'm gonna have him. I'm putting him in the Andrew McDice category.
When he's healthy,
Yeah,
trust me, he's a top 10 point guard when he's healthy.
Them knees, boy.
I'm done with this, man.
Okay.
You know what?
Them knees. I don't know.
I'm
point guard strictly. We
So
talking
let
about
me-
point guard.
Getting back to
we
your-
ain't talking about combo guard.
You being a Laker fan,
Yes.
are you for Bronny?
I'm for a black man doing what white folks have been doing since the beginning of time.
Amen, boy. You didn't preach
a-
the sermon
I'm
right
for-
there.
My thing is, let me tell you right now.
Yeah,
if I'm the plant manager at Ford and my son
wants the job, I'm getting
He's
my
not-
son
he's
a
in
job.
He's in management.
Yes. Hello.
Hello.
He's in management. So I'm saying, if I'm the bull on the yard, and I know it's a new little lady over there, I'm like shit. But I know that you want it too. But I'm
gonna let my son go ahead.
Hey,
Go on in.
I'm going to get that Philly over there. So what I'm saying is,
I agree.
I don't have a problem with LeBron flexing his weight
Not
for his son
at
to
all.
be on
Not
the team.
at all.
My thing is, when you've played 20 years, you have
21.
21.
21.
When you have 20
That's GOAT
plus
status.
years
I would
in the
like to say
league
that.
and been on a consistently great, not good level,
Great
level.
It ain't. His 21 years is way different than Vince Carter's.
Absolutely.
And Robert
With-
Parrish.
with-
Hello.
When I'm saying,
This is the league.
This is
we're
the
talking
league.
about.
listen what I'm
This
saying.
ain't
When
no
you
regular
are
ass
on
dude.
when you've been consistently
great.
and we talk about expectations. He had the world expectations on his shoulders
what?
as an 18,
I hate
as
to-
a 14-year-old
I hate
on the
to
top of
interject.
I heard about
I hate to
LeBron when I
interject,
was 15 years
but,
old.
what
When
you
he was
said
15.
just struck a chord in my head. I thought about it before. I hadn't thought about it in a while. What a lot of these MJ fans and LeBron haters are seeing that they can't stand, and even MJ haters, some of them, we're seeing what MJ should have and could have done.
Absolutely.
but didn't do.
Absolutely.
You were supposed to do this, MJ.
Absolutely.
In this fashion, right in their damn face.
And the best part,
This my league.
But I'm gonna tell you the
best.
best.
Tell me
that I can't do this.
I'm gonna tell you the best
LeBron
thing
is
that
going
I've
out
seen.
like what's my man Alonzo on training day.
Oh,
yeah.
I wish you would tell me you ain't gonna draft my son.
Right, I agree. But the best thing
I'm
that
gonna stay here
I've
till Bryce get ready. To
what I'm seeing though,
Absolutely.
the sentiment I'm seeing is from most of the people in our generation who are fathers,
Right.
and who are seeing this like,
Right.
damn, even if you had a father, like my cousin did in the household, or if you didn't or not, like me and you,
Absolutely.
me to an extent.
Absolutely.
You seeing a father do that for his son in front of the world.
Not only national.
You said a black father, so that's what I
again.
Right. That's what's getting under people's skin because it's a black man doing this.
Come on now.
I
Just
have no,
wielding
and my thing
now
is,
we've seen power being wielded and exhorted in other countries by different kings.
I think
and
we
things
need
like
to
that.
get
But
to
see it from
here.
right in your face.
And you gonna be mad at that?
I'm gonna give you an.
and like I've been telling
I'm a
people,
Laker fan. Dr. Buss left the team, and general manager and all the rest of that to Jenny, who, don't get me wrong, I'm sure she's a really nice woman, but for those first few years, she ran the team
Into the ground,
into the mud. So what I'm saying is, I'm gonna put it this way: you got LeBron, his son. I'm gonna switch to this. We are comparing him to first round draft picks. We are comparing him.
Right, he was number 57.
And not only that, you got this kid from Kentucky, 8th pick in the draft. I had to look it up. His name is Rob Dillingham. I'm sure he's a really good young man. He is averaging 2.2 a game.
That's a lottery pick.
And he is with the Minnesota Timberwolves. So he gets to play with
Anthony
a team
Edwards.
that is already ready, that is prepped.
But
in the summer league, he's averaging 2.2. Guess who else can average 2.2 and 50 and fading hairline? I might be able to get 2.2 today.
No, you can't. Trust me.
I cannot.
No, you can't.
I cannot. But
Hey,
I can't.
As soon
do
as you
no-
see them niggas warming up, you're gonna be like, what am I doing out here?
Listen, I'm gonna go one further.
that first
I'm
dunk.
gonna go one further. 2.2 for a 8th pick in the draft.
Yeah, that's
Steph Curry was what number?
that's abysmal. Number 8.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go with Kobe Bean was what?
Was it
13.
17? 13.
13.
That's abysmal, man. 2.2.
2.2. And
Terrence Shannon, who is number 27,
Shoo! Lord.
also on the same team.
Shoo!
He just put up 30.
Putting up 30.
But it shouldn't be abysmal though.
2
Just
points
No,
for a lottery pick.
no. What I'm saying is you're putting too much pressure on these kids.
Right.
They kids in the first.
You're telling me I got just because I'm only scoring 2 points a game. It's been 3 games.
It's been 3
It's
summer
been
league games.
3 games.
But other cats is in that same.
It's been
That other
3
cats in that same
games,
draft
though.
class has been
It's
averaging double digits.
Did you
It's
know
been
that
3
Did you know
games
that
in the
David
rookie
Stoudemire was
league.
going to get rookie of the year that year?
Nobody did.
Nobody.
did.
So what I'm
That's
saying, I'm just giving a comparison.
Perfect example.
because
Like I was
nobody.
telling him when I went to AAU Nationals years ago, we guaranteed 5 games. All right, we Division II, we went Division I. We guaranteed 5 games. First game I got my manager with me, and their son was on the team. He don't get in the first half. What goes ballistic? I'm like, it's the first game. We got 5 games. It's halftime. He just didn't get in. You act like he been sitting for 4 games. Messed up the chemistry immediately.
Wow. And y'all
First
ended up
game.
losing.
Second game. I'm a real coach. I'm like, you know what? He gonna play. He gonna start. Play the whole first half. I don't give a fuck we lose or not. We supposed to win. We supposed to win that game too.
Right.
You want to? Yeah. He played the whole first half.
Y'all got beat by 30.
No, we lost the game, but we supposed to win. But it was just to show like that. That's what you wanted. That's what you wanted.
I think.
This is what happened. When he's in the game, everything slows down. That's why he wasn't starting. You know what I'm saying?
Slowing down the pace.
Everybody, but my whole philosophy always was everybody's going to play. That's all. That was. I used to get questions like, "Damn, why you playing everybody?" Because I'm trying to get everybody
Everybody
better.
good. Yeah, right.
That's my whole thing. That's why guys want to play with me.
Right.
Because I'm making sure that your son going to play. And he going to get better. First game, we at Nationals. Clown. I'm like, unbelievable. Now, remember, we got to stay in this house all week together.
I was about to say, where y'all living at?
What you did in the proverbial is you cut off your nose to spite your face. My thing is back in the day, I'm gonna give you what they said. Where that comes from was, do we all know where that saying comes from? It comes from back in the day where the Persian women were said to be the most beautiful women on the planet. But when the Vikings would come to town, they raping, stealing, and fucking, they doing it all. So the women, when they saw that boat coming,
they
cut
off their nose.
They said they ain't gonna want me there. They still rape, fuck, and all the rest of them. But what I'm saying is, you in order to show him what you meant.
I'm sorry. Explain that again, seriously, because this is a Learn Something podcast with Damon Hill, and that was something very much worth learning.
The back in the day, the phrase "cut off your nose to spite your face" comes from when, back in that time, the Persian women were known in the world to be the most beautiful women on the planet. But when the Vikings would sail in, they would fuck, pillage, burn down. They did everything what Vikings did. So the women, when they would see that Viking shit, they saw that old homicide coming here.
That Norse shit.
They said, you know what, we can't take this no more. So we gonna cut off our own noses.
Dang.
To make sure that we are not attractive to them.
Wow.
They cut off their nose to spite their face. And you cut off your nose to spite your face. Just to learn him a lesson. You cut the team, fuck that team shit. I'm going to show you why I didn't have your son in. And that's how it happens.
That's why we got the Learn Something podcast with Damon Hill. It's all about learning and sharing information, for real.
I love that.
Absolutely.
Learning.
Because I love learning anything. But especially when you learn little tidbits like that.
Absolutely.
You know, straight up.
And if you think about it, it makes sense.
We've been using that saying for years.
And didn't know.
You're right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the greatest part of everything, especially when men can share information amongst each other. And
there's no age limit.
You know what I'm saying?
I know you don't have to be the oldest to learn. The day that you give up learning is the day that you die.
The day you die.
Just kiss the baby. Tell everybody that you had a good run while you was here, and go on to glory.
Go on ahead to the
afterlife
because it's a done deal.
I heard that.
That's really what I found out, because here it is. I'm giving you a quick example before we go. Is Rodney, you were blessed to have a father at home. He might have been like James Evans Jr. As far as I know, we didn't know. I never saw what that looked like, but I spent years searching for what a father was to be, what it was supposed to look like. And it didn't hit me until I was grown, and because my mother, shout out to Eunice May, Eunice did it all. But I wanted to see what a man was, because here it is, I want to have children one day. I want to show my son or my daughter, I want to show them what a father is supposed to look like. I had no clue, and I started reading books. And some of them were garbage books, but I'm reading and I'm doing this. And then one day, it came to me. I have to be the first in my generation. Whatever it may have been, I had to be the first. So I made these mistakes and all the great things that parents or fathers do. And the mistakes, and you still make them. But I learned along the way that the minute that I stopped trying to seek out what it meant to be a father, is the day that I gave up on my children.
Right.
So I just think that it's imperative. And what I'm saying is there is no age to it. I know y'all a few years older than me, and y'all still the guys that I still look up to. I look up to you because I know that there is a flip side. Some of my best friends, I just told Damon a few minutes ago, you're the longest living friend I have. Yeah. I've had, and that sounds.
Well, you've been knowing me about the same time.
Right. But, I remember there were days where me and Damon we done got into it where we done slept in the back of a car. We said, go move on over. I'm talking about, my mom was a gangster, and he was right along with me. So what I'm saying is, you don't have to be. Wisdom comes with age, but there's nothing worse than an old fool. The minute that you give up on teaching and learning amongst each
Might
other.
as well get in that casket.
This right
Get in
here
that
is
box.
This was something that I really was looking forward to, because when I got the call today, he told me it was on a humbug. I wasn't doing nothing else. Just let me come on in. I mean,
Come
I've
on
been
in.
because
I'm happy to
I've
see
seen,
you, bro.
I've seen the Instagram podcast, and I'd be like, man, they ain't invite me. I'm a bevy of information. I got all kinds of stuff up in this new. I got plenty.
I didn't know you was at the Pentagon, bro.
Man,
I'm like,
at
wow.
the Pentagon, like I said, I never made it around. It was the largest office building in the plane. I never made it around there.
Man, hey, let me give you. This dude used to call me. I used to be. I ain't gonna say envious, because that's the wrong word.
Right.
Because I love travel.
Right.
This nigga would call me from Hawaii,
Yeah.
That's wrong.
Egypt.
Yeah.
That's very wrong.
Egypt. I was in
Pentagon.
I remember the one time I called you from Tel Aviv, Israel.
What?
And when I got there, it was.
Oh, he's a world traveler.
It was
for
a
real.
shock to me, because something we talked about military-wise. Everybody has to go to the military at 16. You have to be a prince's son or only son or something like that, where you have to keep the bloodline going. But everybody, 16 years old,
Wow. In Israel?
you got to go to the military. But they still have the mentality of a 16-year-old. I remember this was the first time I saw a standalone Louis Vuitton store. We go into the store. Not that I could afford anything even then, but I went in that store. Went in the store, and there was young people in uniform with AK-47s on their back at 16 years
In the store?
because they kids. They just have to join the military, but they kids.
That kind of. I'm glad you brought that up. That kind of lead me to the subject I wanted to get on before we get out of here. Project 2025.
Ooh.
And they have it's a section in there where they say if you're at a public high school, you would automatically have to take the military entrance exam.
The ASVAB, yeah.
Not if you're at a private school though. Not if you're at a private
Hey,
school.
look at his face, man. You see his
Public
face?
high school, upon graduation,
Yeah.
or either
Wow.
turning 18,
Yeah.
you got to take the
before you
military entrance exam.
Yes.
And it's a lot of stuff with Project 2025 that a lot of people don't know about. That's been
This is on the ballot
solely-
this year?
Or if your boy win,
Oh, this
it's
yeah.
definitely here.
Yup, my boy.
45.
Slick Donnie. But if they've been trying to institute things slowly but surely with Project 2025, I encourage everybody to do their research on that. Just do a Google search on it and just do some reading on Project 2025, just so you can know just a little bit. I know wants to have a political discussion in the future here on High Off the Glass. We're gonna be doing that as well as next week. Next week, we having a plant-based takeover next week. We're gonna have the owners of Bougie Bites, and I got an old friend, Mr. Antoine Adams, coming through. He's been vegan for a while,
Okay.
and it's really gonna be a precursor to our new show that we got coming out, presented by redblackandvegan.com.
First of all, I was going to ask you when you
That's
mentioned
the-
his
that's
shirt,
the
where'd you get that shirt?
Yeah.
That's where it's at.
You see the website?
Oh man, yeah.
Red, black,
I
vegan.
would have had to look through.
You can go pull it
I
up
would've
right
had-
there.
I would have had to look through your
Pull it up
eyes
real quick,
to see
real
that.
quick. Red Black. To anybody out there, redblackandvegan.com. That's my website, and we're just looking to wrap this show up in a minute, but that's where we're just gonna trying to link up the African American and minority plant-based community as a directory and just as a hub of plant-based living, business directory for one in the future, but really to be looking to hopefully be the hub of plant-based living for minority living and African Americans. That's why I also had the road trip in vegans, just checking out different vegan restaurants, just showcasing different ways to eat healthy. Like I was having a conversation with my daughters last night, and I got a daughter that's wondering like, where you getting your protein from? And I'm like, do it look like I'm missing any protein? Straight up. I mean, I just want to just promote healthy living. That's all. Point blank. Just learning.
what's up.
Anyone
That's
who
what's
knows me knows I've had knee issues for a while, years, diagnosed since '97. But you don't see me with no knee braces on. So everything is dependent upon what you put in your body. But
That's true.
Like I said, next week we having a plant-based takeover here. Getting ready for my new show, Tequila and Tofu, the plant-based podcast, coming in August. Here on My City, My Music. Like I said, we gonna have the owner of Bougie Bites. If y'all ain't never had them, get there. Trust me. Shout out to them yesterday. They was at St. Louis Vegan Market, which takes place once a month here in St. Louis. It was on Forest Park, 3901 Forest Park yesterday from 4 to 8.
So it moves every month then.
I think that was my first time going.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have it in different locations, but that to me that's the perfect location.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I don't see why they were moving around, but it was hot yesterday. It was very hot
Would
yesterday.
do they let y'all park on y'all large park on IKEA or? Yeah.
You know where I parked on IKEA's lot.
Okay, I was going to say, because
I was like, I wish somebody would
give it up or get it took.
Man, please. But nah, it was great though. It was a lot of different people out. Kids, black people, white people.
Yeah, I saw
Latin
when I
people,
rode past. I was.
There was a lot of different vendors selling different things outside of food. You can go on my Instagram page. You can see some of the footage. Matter of fact, I bought this yesterday. This was some coconut pineapple juice, coconut water with some pineapple, just like pina colada, all natural. But you tasted it with a little 1800.
Yeah, I was gonna say it had a little ripple up in it. I felt like I'm coming to join you.
I knew yesterday, like when I was walking back to the car, and I was like, oh my God! And I'm like, whoa, stop! I gotta say some of this. And this was great.
But I'm gonna tell you got rid of that young heartburn I just had. I'll tell you.
Oh
that,
yeah.
I'll tell you that right there. But it's in that ripple.
Are you a vegan also?
I am not.
Oh, okay.
I would encourage you to try it.
I'm going to
encourage
try
you.
and
I am
live a
gonna
better health-wise.
Me myself, I always like to say I can only use myself as an example. It feels a lot better, healthier, lighter, more energy,
Right.
more clarity.
It's amazing that you say that because my dog is on basically a plant-based diet, and she is.
Got a vegan dog.
But you see how beautiful her hair is, her teeth.
What kind of dog?
I've got a boxer. Her name is Layla Ali. She's the most beautiful dog I've ever seen.
She's a vegan.
She is. We've gotten away
Never
from.
heard of a vegan dog.
We've gotten away from. She really is. It's amazing to now. Don't.
How your dog gonna be vegan but you ain't?
I was just about, you took the question out of my mouth.
It seemed easier because when you make her food, it's easier to make her. But for me, I like steaks and
No. Honestly, seriously.
I like steaks and I can't give up pork yet. I'm sorry, y'all.
You gotta look at it from a different perspective.
I'm trying to.
God is showing you through the dog. I'm serious.
I agree.
Like you said yourself, look at the dog coat.
Oh yes, it's amazing. It's amazing.
That means in return, look how your skin would be.
Right.
I had one of my close friends tell me just this past week, like, damn man, your skin look different. And I'm like, well, I was using some Ambi. No, I'm like, but you can tell though. It's just certain things of a progression of time. I mean, it's only been 6 months for me though, 7 months now.
Full vegan.
Yeah.
No,
nothing.
No fish, no chicken, no nothing.
You don't play around like that. No dairy.
No poultry. No poultry.
No poultry. No.
No.
Like I said,
Turkey ain't bad. Okay, well, maybe we can get into the next week because I need to find out what is the substitute for poultry.
I need to know what is a tasty substitute. Now, don't just today give it to me. I need.
Yeah, I need some facts.
I need
Break it down. Are you gonna do that
down.
next week?
What I would say is either
tune in next week, huh?
come by next week.
Think I won't? I'll come sit by because I got Sunday.
Y'all know Fro personally.
Right.
For sure.
Fro sells food.
Fro's
Fro been vegan for years.
Fro been a vegan for about
I didn't
10,
know
15
that.
years.
Wow.
Yeah,
I did not know Fro was a vegan.
But I
that's
thought
my
Fro
man.
was a pescatarian.
I
thought because that's what my wife is.
That's part of the reason. That's part of the reason why.
You sure he's full vegan?
I believe so.
I would say that
or
he's
maybe vegetarian. I'm not sure.
We'll find out next week. I'm gonna ask him next week.
That's part of the reason why why I have the new show as far as having someone on, because it's gonna be me and Marchette, the curly vegan. Shout out to her. It's gonna be me and her, because it was really her baby, because she loves tequila and tofu. That's where the name comes from. But to be able to helpfully show someone how just because it's vegan, that don't mean you're gonna lose taste.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or be able to, if it's someone who's on the fence. Like I was talking to Lil J last week. He had came through.
Damn, he's still around.
Yeah, he got a show later on. But just talking to people who are just curious and want to see like what's the big deal, or not so much a big deal, but wondering, like you said, like some people, like my daughter Dominique was saying, where do you get your protein from? And it's different sources. Protein comes from all plants, but then you got beans.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You got rice.
Rice.
Potatoes.
My wife's not only is she a pescatarian, she's a herbologist. So I do a lot of herbs and stuff that she gives me. And on the flip side, I want to find out if she trying to poison me all the time.
She got the insurance money. She's trying to
like
pay out.
She said that before too. She's like, they ain't gonna know what you ought to gave me. It's natural.
It's a scientific fact.
But yeah, she's a herbologist.
If you have a Kenyan diet, no health issues. None.
That's why them motherfuckers be running
right.
5,000, 10,000.
Because I will tell you something.
They've been showing us for years.
They've been showing us for years.
That I did do.
Barefoot.
And this is somebody who, you remember, there was the time where I was in incredible health and shape-wise. And life gets to life. And then I've looked here recently, and I said, damn, I made it to 260 pounds. It would be different if I was 6'5". But I'm 5'7", so it looks a little different. So what I did was I did the old 72
You got
hour.
a tattoo that said Butterball?
my body didn't show Butterball. But what I did do is I stopped. What was it? I said I stopped saying one day, and I said today is day one. So I started. What I did was I did 72 hours, 72-hour fruit diet, and I got this blend jet from infomercials. You stay up long enough for the night, you buy dumb shit. So I bought me a blend jet, and I just started putting fruit and yogurt. So that's why when I told you I stopped at Quick Trip I wanted to get me something to wet my whistle, because on my way here. But then I said the stuff that cost was the healthy stuff. And don't get me wrong, I don't mind spending money. I am a guy who I believe you cannot take it with you, and my kids will have nothing to fight over. You better go ahead and get our wealth comes in the form of insurance. So that's where we gonna get you right. So I'm spending mine, but it just made I saw a Mountain Dew soda, which is everybody knows. They just pour the bag of sugar in with some water and food coloring. But then I saw something that was worth, health-wise, that was almost $6, but that Mountain Dew was $2. I said, man, I got it. I'll go back. I'll sit this one. I mean, even the water was $3 and change.
Glad you said that. Somebody both of y'all know real good. Demosthenes Hill.
Demosthenes LaRoon
told me a long time ago, you gonna be an orange juice nigga or an orange drink nigga?
Mikey said that? What?
You gonna be an orange juice nigga or an orange drink nigga?
Don't drink that orange drink.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna buy? Why don't you go ahead and buy something that's better for you? Even if you got to spend a little more for it. I've been living by that since 1992.
I get that, but I think that there's a more effective
You want
way.
some juice or you want some Hawaiian punch?
No, don't get me wrong. I would damn near rather squeeze the juice than to pay.
Pause.
Because that's what they've done.
That's
what they've done.
To get the fruit out.
They done gave up the game. I got a juicer. Blend, I got all kinds of stuff.
Shout out Styles P. Because he got that juice in business.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is there is more effective ways than going out and trying to, just to and don't get me wrong, I do agree with you. I'm finding out here lately what I used to go and get.
Cheap shit ain't cheap no more.
I would go get the cheap shit. I would go get the cheap shit. And
he was doing 2 for $20 way longer before them restaurants.
Long.
Oh no, I'm talking about early 2000s.
But what I found out is, and shout out to Deborah D. Dawkins, a friend of mine from Maryville, Indiana. She said to me, "Baby, stop going to buy the same T-shirt over and over, and go and get the one that's gonna call. You might have to get it out of season, but get the
There you
one
go.
that's gonna give you good quality. And you can
Okay.
wear that for 2 or 3 years instead. By the time you get done wearing that cheap ass T-shirt, you done spent what you could have what you would have spent for the full price. So what I'm saying is, I understand your quality. I've learned that from women. I don't think that's a man thing, but that's a whole nother subject. I think that's something that is learned from what I found out from women.
Right.
So quality, I understand the quality, but I also think that there is a way. I'm gonna ask you this: you are fond of the cannabis, I see.
Yeah, because I can't
Would
light
you-
this at all.
So
This
would
is
you?
frustrating.
You have been, you have been trying. You've been
Yeah,
clicking
This
like
is lighter. I left my lighter
I was
outside.
about to say you ain't got no more
Yeah.
fluid in there.
So,
Loser.
but my question to you is, if you
big
could,
loser.
if you had full ability to grow your own, would you, as opposed to getting it from somewhere else?
Full ability to grow my own
Yes.
versus the ability to get it from somewhere else.
Yeah, you can pay. You can pay somebody, but you're gonna pay what they want you to pay,
Right.
as opposed to doing it. To grow. This is something that you.
I'll probably go half and half because that's a lot of fucking work.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of work. Trust me, it's a lot of work that goes into growing, cultivating, and all this. Hey, I got
Yeah, I
time
know.
for
I
that.
know a guy.
It's a lot of damn work.
Shout out to Coop, Johnny Cooper.
That's
guy
why
I used
people
to
go
hoop
into
with.
it though.
He was doing that. He used to tell me, you know, how the process week to week. He would give me an update on what he was doing. I'm like, dang man, you ain't ready yet. I'm like, no, we gotta get the licensing for this. We gotta, we gotta cut this right. We gotta come at the same
Like,
time. I was
you
like,
can't,
dang,
you can't do it part time.
right.
It's almost
it's a full time
like,
thing.
yeah, it's like you gotta dive, almost like with this shit with Instagram. What I'm finding out, you know what I'm saying, with as far as these posts and all these different things, it's almost got to be, time, life consuming almost.
Yeah.
It's such a commitment that if you are really locked in, you have to say at 2:00. Say 2:00 every day. I gotta post something. Because what end up happening is you'll be doing something, then 2:00 will pass around,
And
then
you forget.
4:00, then
Yeah.
you say, shit, I gotta eat right now.
You know what I'm saying?
So I mean, it's a commitment, but I believe that anything that is for you is a commitment. And so
Right.
that's why I said for now it started. I'm down to under. I say finally in 2 weeks, just from changing my diet, I saw 249.7. I said,
There it is. That should be more.
200. Here I
Keep
come.
doing, go.
You lousy.
Keep doing.
Because
Keep
here I
going.
come at 200.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up.
Wrap it up, B.
Wrap it
it
up.
up,
Y'all
Coach.
wanna let people know where they can find you at on social media?
Social media, Rodney Michael Music. That's me. My Instagram is the same. Rodney Michael Music, IG.
Facebook, Billy King. BILLEEKING. Instagram, Billy D's 1973. BILLEEDEEZ 1973.
All right.
That's
That's
what's
gonna
up.
wrap up today's show of High Off the Glass, aka the Learn Something Podcast with Damon Hill. So glad y'all tuned in today. Shout out to my man OThaGreat, still on vacation, and we're gonna see y'all next week with the plant-based takeover. You'll holler.
Peace.
That was cool, man.
Yeah. Good to see you, my man.
Man, look.
Bill.